connection. Thanks a lot. Okay. So and now we're live, it says. So we're live on Instagram and we're live on YouTube. And that was a real pathetic setup and horrible attempt by me to, you know, get this thing like together. But I didn't have a way to test this horrible webcam before I started this thing. So it's just kind of my head floating around in space. And hopefully you can see that phone number, 402-853-8436. This is the Drive-By Night Show, the 27th week that I've done this show. Now, the first 26 weeks that I did it were on TikTok. And I don't know if it was smooth. I don't know if that was the greatest place to do a live talk show like this, but it was just, I had so many followers on there that I just had to go for it. All right, we're getting a call from Nebraska here, which I guess it's from New York, but used to be Nebraska. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm moving around platforms right now, so I'm trying to like get the logistics of the applications and like how it all works.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I got shadow banned on TikTok too.
What did you do to get shadow banned?
I posted a video of me in a Challenger zooming up and down a road, and yeah.
They consider that like dangerous activity.
Yep.
Yep. And that's what they said about my phone number being up here as well, is that it's a dangerous activity. And I can get it to a degree that maybe, like a kid sees a phone number up there and then puts their phone number up there, and then some creeps start calling them, and something bad happens, so
Yeah.
I kind of understand it, but at the same time it's like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah.
So here I am, but it's frustrating though, because I'm just trying like these apps out, and I've got two of them running right now, and one looks horrible. And which one are you watching, Instagram or YouTube?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram right
Okay.
now. I just got a notification that you went live. I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
He's on.
Nice.
Got a call. Done on the last two shows.
I love it. Let's see. Now I'm trying to figure out how to like, yeah, see, I just don't know the controls. Like, I don't know how to like flip the mirror control on here, or anything like that. So it's just sort of touch and go for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing we got to try to figure out is Meat Mountain, man.
Is the what?
The Meat Mountain in Arby's.
Oh, that's true. Well, for the moment, I'm landlocked in my driveway. So I'm using like the Wi-Fi in my driveway to like make this thing hum, so I can go live on both of them. I'm trying to find a good frame here. That doesn't look so bad. Maybe just on my I don't know.
Yeah, I would
yeah.
your Instagram right now, but I don't want it to interfere with the voice chat going on.
Oh yeah. So how's life been back home?
Well, everything's going great. I got a job as a school bus driver.
Okay.
I got my feet. I go for my road test August 17th, and hopefully I get my job.
Okay, that's awesome. So you think things are cooking at least?
Yeah, well, it was funny. I went out there. I got a job in an instant. I came home. I got a job in an instant.
I like it. So that's the way to do it. Just get jobs and don't worry about anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's fun. My truck that I bought over at Tailgate. Now, Tailgate, they're great people. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known if my truck still in Nebraska would have had open recalls, which it did. I brought it home. I got it inspected. Well, registered, then inspected. I had 3 pages of open recalls on that truck.
Oh, wow.
2 were for the airbag, and 1 was for the axle nut. And my airbags were ripped out previously and filled with newspaper. And they showed me that. And they said that my axle nut was completely destroyed, and if I kept using the truck, that I would risk my drive shaft falling off the truck.
Oh wow, no, and then that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you don't want that. So okay, so what? Yeah.
I towed my car back with a trailer. I don't know if you saw the video on Instagram I sent you.
Yeah.
If that would have fallen off on the highway, I would have been screwed.
Oh yeah. I mean, you would have been just stranded, and it could have been dangerous too. You could have went flying off the road.
Yeah, that's what the recall said. Basically, it said cause a loss of power or drive shaft could hit rear axle, cause suspension to fall apart.
Wow. Well, so you made it. Everything's okay. Dodge that bullet. I mean, I had that happen to me years ago in like an old Honda Accord. It like the back half of it kind of just snapped in half. It just rusted out, and it just dumped on like both of the back tires and just came to a screeching halt. And lucky I was going like 25 miles an hour when it happened. But if I would have been on the interstate like during that, who knows?
Yeah, see, I had my dad, well, my grandfather owned an old Jaguar, a 94 XJ6. We took it from Rhode Island back to New York. We worked for constantly, and my cousin was getting there, having her wedding. So I said, you know what? Instead of renting a limo, I'll come out there with the Jaguar. I drove out there fine. On the way back, we're in Connecticut by Newtown. I just hear kaboom, 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 like that type of sound.
Yeah.
My whole rear shock is completely severed from a bracket holding it.
Wow.
So I got the car back home. Geico covers the repair. Yeah.
Okay, good. So everything's sort of getting back to normal now. Have you had to answer any of those like questions from people about like, well, why are you back? You know, what happened? Has there been like annoying stuff like that?
Yep.
Okay. I've been there. I've moved away, you know, and I remember I moved away once and I was gone for a very brief amount of time and I came back, things just didn't work out. And I just wanted to avoid people because I just didn't want to have to answer those questions.
Yeah, see, my firehouse, let's just say I did put a resignation letter in because I'm like, no, we'll go out to Nebraska, I'll like it.
Yeah.
6 weeks later, I came back and they're like, all right, we'll just accept your letter that you're coming back. We'll take out your resignation.
Yeah.
So they took me back, no issue at all.
Oh, that's good. So it wasn't too much of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only pain in the butt I'll say that I had was getting a job, but then out of nowhere, the bus company called me and they're like, hey, you need a job? I'm like, yeah. You have a CDL? No. Go get your CDL. No.
Was that the first time you've ever gotten a CDL?
Yep.
And how hard was that?
Oh, it was actually really easy. How do you just test online? There's a website, I forgot the name, but I think it's Chris CDL, and they have all the state CDL tests that have been out of circulation. I took the test, I passed it all on my first try. I'm like, wow, that was worth $1.
Absolutely, but you had to take like a driving test too, though, didn't you?
Yes, I do. I go for that August 17th.
Okay, so you haven't done that yet. I got you. Now, how comfortable are you driving? Like a bus, it's just an automatic, isn't it?
Yeah, they're automatic.
Okay.
They had manual, so I could drive a manual.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all auto. My supervisor, he's basically like, you're ready. He's like, we've only seen each other for 5 days. I think you only need another session. You're ready.
Okay. I like it. Well, good deal. I mean, go out there and do it. Sounds kind of like a fun job. So that probably wouldn't even start then until after August then.
Yeah, that starts September because that's when school starts.
Okay.
I have to go through employee training, which is like 30 days. Not 30 days, 30 hours. But yeah, it's not hard at all.
Okay, awesome. I love it, and you're back, and everything's okay, and nobody hates you.
Yeah, no one hates me. Luckily, all my boys took me back.
Good. They're like, well, I mean, some people get real upset about if you like leave. I've known people that just they'll like never speak to people again if they move out of their hometown or a place they've lived for a long time. It really does upset people, a certain amount of people for some reason.
Yeah, it's like I moved out, keeping in touch with all my friends. And the second I came back, I messaged with one buddy of mine who, like, really, we always hang out, like, every night and all that stuff.
Yeah.
People are like, yo, Al's coming back. Al's back. And his parents are like, what's going on? I said, Al's coming back.
Yeah. So he was excited. He wasn't all pissed about it.
Yeah, he was really excited about it.
Good. That sounds good. That's nice. Good to have friends like that.
Yep. And I'm glad I talked to like 5 people still in Nebraska, and you're one of them.
I think it's great that we've never formally met, but this works just as well.
Yeah, I mean, we could formally meet when we go to Arby's and at the
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I gotta just get this like figured out. You know what I mean? And figure out my shit here, since this is kind of my test drive night. I'm already learning a few things that I'm doing wrong, and that's okay. And it'll get smoother as it goes along, and then we'll be back on the road, and we can go do fun stuff like that again.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, I'll not hold the line for you. You can get people talking.
You're good. You're good. I don't know if anybody's gonna call, to be honest with you. But I appreciate you calling and getting us started here, and thanks for hanging around.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Just I do remember the stream where people just kept calling you, and you just had to block so many numbers.
Yeah. Well, that it was part of the problem, I think, with like I think I was popular enough, but I kind of flew under the radar. And then like those last like few weeks that I was doing it, the stream just got like out of control. And I think that's what finally got me on some, well, let's see what this thing is. And then they were like, no way, we're not letting this happen.
Yeah, I mean, say you're permanently banned, or you're banned for like a certain amount of time?
No, I'm banned for a certain amount of time, but I got shut down twice for just like having the phone number up there, is the reason. So it's like I could go back and do a live, but I think if I go back and do a live with my phone number on there, that it's over.
Strike out, you're out.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like I don't want to lose that account since it's got so many damn followers on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to keep it around, and then I can use it for different purposes, just not the live show.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
It is a sad part, but it's like, I've gotten 2 warnings. It's like I feel like I just can't push my luck anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm out of there, and now we're here, and it's a ghost town, but we're enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, you want to say hi to the buddy that I've informally met in Nebraska? Hello, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you tonight?
Oh, it's fucking Candyland over here.
I love it. That sounds like a good night.
Yeah, we're moving a buddy out of her house, and
Okay, awesome. Well, I mean, moving kind of sucks. So if you're enjoying it, then good. Kudos to you.
I think we're enjoying it.
Okay, well, I know it's moving. Now, are you drinking a couple beers while you do it?
We tried to give her mom beer,
and she didn't want it.
It wouldn't work.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the only way to move, though. You gotta have some alcohol involved, or it's just not that much fun.
No, it's not fun.
Okay. It's hot today too, right?
Oh yeah, it's humid.
Yeah, it's humid. It's humid here too, so I get it. But yeah,
breathe.
Yeah. Well, thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for. Hopefully, I was your first caller.
You were. You're good, and we'll talk to you again someday, I'm sure.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you later.
All right, we'll see you, bud. Thanks.
Bye.
Okay. So there, that's so nice of that. I really appreciate that that's somebody from on my show on TikTok that had called a number of times and then followed me over here, and just gave me something to do instead of dead air. And now, are you on, Gabe? Here, I see you in the chat. You're saying, "Is this my buddy from New York?" No, it's not. Never mind. If you are, Gabe, can you give me some sort of indication on how everything sounds? Because I'm just not sure. Here, we'll ask the YouTube chat. Looks like there's somebody maybe in there. Does everything sound okay? And there we go. We'll send that question mark out to the universe and see what sort of a response we get. So, like I was saying earlier, or like it matters if you're listening right now or you're listening later, I started doing this show, and I'll figure out how to invert these cameras too. The Drive By Night Show, I started doing it in January, early January on TikTok. And I did it every Thursday up until last Thursday. And I did last Thursday up until this Thursday, I guess I should say. And, it kind of just immediately, like the first night I went and did it, it was just a success. Like people started calling in, and it just became a show, and it kind of became a culture. It kind of became a thing. And we had a lot of regular callers, but the show was interesting because it was just random every week as well, where it was always like somebody brand new would call in and say something, random. You just never knew what they were going to say. So that was what I think like was the flavor that made the show like really kind of work. And then after I got disconnected for dangerous activity, which my guess is having this phone number up here on TikTok, which is more of a kids app anyway. I could see that, kids would start putting their phone number up there, and then predators or creeps or whomever might start calling these kids to try and like take advantage of them or put them in like a compromising situation. And I could see how TikTok would deem that as a dangerous activity, even though my show wasn't partaking in any of that. It's a kind of a mimic effect. So I get it. Like, I'm not upset about it. But yeah, you can see, or I can see that I'm here and the phone's not ringing. And if I was on TikTok right now, the phone would be ringing off the hook. So it has created a problem in that sense that the show works best when the phone is ringing. So if the phone doesn't ring, then I just have to sit here and talk for 3 hours, and I don't think anybody really cares all that much about listening to me for 3 hours. I know I don't. I'm better off when I have somebody else to talk with and play off of them, and we can just sort of like, figure this thing out together, as I like to say. So give me a call then if you're out there, if anybody's out there. 402-853-8436. Now, trying this on Instagram right now. Hello, Instagram. And then I'm trying this on YouTube right now. Hello, YouTube. And between the two, I thought, well, maybe, I'd have like a little bit of action on enough. We got Sponge Bud Pants joining. Thank you so much. Give me a call. 402-853-8436. This is the Drive By Night Show. And hopefully by doing this on like two different apps at one point, I hope that I could make it work. And I know I don't have the reach that I did on TikTok, and I want a way too. I know that I can stream on multiple ones at one point, and I got a little laptop right here, so I need to like figure out how to go on multiple places at once, and then hopefully if I do that, I could get this thing like kind of going again, and the phone will just be ringing off the hook. But proof of that is on YouTube at All the Rides. If you go there, there's 26 episodes of this show, the Drive By Night Show, archived there. And it's a thing. It's a thing that we've got recorded now at this point, and you can really just go back and watch it and be like, okay, that was a show. That was an interesting thing. And I believe it can become that again. We just have to give it a minute here to, we're moving to a new place. Maybe some people from the old time place will call again. Maybe they won't. Or we'll just have to like make new fans of the show as we go along. So thank you so much for joining me and humoring me and waiting around with me until the phone rings 402-853-8436. And we hope it does it soon because we don't have anything to do here. Oh, let's just double check to make sure the phone's working tonight. Because I just did restart the phone and I know there's like some voicemails or whatever. So how is learning since we got off the, let's see what's going on.
Please enter your pass.
Okay, that sounds good. So how is learning since we got off the phone? Well, learning's going well, I suppose. I like the way it looks on Instagram. I don't like the way that it looks on YouTube. So I feel like I got to do a little bit of work there to make it look better. But I don't know. I bought this webcam for the YouTube stream, and it's just sort of, it's just kind of got this blue tint to it that's not all that attractive. So I don't really know. But the Instagram one looks fairly similar to the TikTok live, except someone wants to be in my live video. Oh, let's try that. Okay, so we're gonna go live here with SpongeBud Pants, maybe, and see what happens. Here we go. There you are. What's
Sorry about that, man.
You're cool. You're cool. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
Just finally think we meet up with each other.
Well, this is it. Now you've seen what I look like the whole time, and there you go.
Now you see what I look like.
What do you got behind you there?
Well, I'm helping my buddy move out. I'm not sure if you.
Yo, what's good?
Not much.
I'm fucking sad, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Sorry about that language of them, but
I think we're okay with language. I don't really know.
all right. Sorry about that.
You're good. So you're moving like moving like a whole house to house bullshit.
My friend, she's moving out of her mother's house to her father's house.
Okay. So just a simple,
So-
not too bad though. Like not a whole like just like a room
Not
of
moving
stuff.
New York to Nebraska.
Yeah. That's good. So well, right on. I mean, you helping out. That feels good, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well, good deal. No, I'm just hanging out, because I just don't know like what else to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much easier when the phone just rings constantly, even though it's a pain in the ass too. But it just makes that 3 hours just go by, and now I'm like, so I don't know. It seems like a couple people jumped on this Instagram thing at least, but
Yeah. Both them are my buddies.
never mind then. So, because they may have seen that you're like now live.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
Well, that's not bad then. I should keep that in mind. Like if somebody else wants to jump on this thing, it might go out to their people as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be careful about it though, because you don't know who could be on here.
Yeah, I suppose. Like I don't really give a shit, but I suppose they could do something that would again get me like banned from this stuff,
Yeah.
Well, how much moving do you think you have left tonight?
It's a good question. I don't know. Her mother wants her out in one shot.
Oh wow! So now it's saying Johnny Valiant 2 wants to be in my live video as well.
Yeah, he probably wants to say hi to me.
Should we try it? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't know. Can you do 3 of them on here at once?
I don't know. I've never had more than 2 people on alive.
Okay. No, here it is. It's 3 times.
Oh,
There you go.
what's going on, Johnny?
Well, yeah. What's up, Johnny?
Not much.
Okay. Are you helping move tonight?
No, I'm getting ready for bed so I can go to work tomorrow.
Okay. Well, there you go. Anything you want to say to your buddy here?
How's my buddy doing now? What's going on, Johnny? How you doing?
I'm alright. Tired.
Yeah.
Work too much.
There you go. All work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy
Yeah.
or
That's
something.
how it works.
I don't know. There you go. Well, right on. Thanks, guys, for checking in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Hey, good luck on your live.
All right.
Now you know that the live on
Yeah.
Instagram works.
Yeah.
Get more people, and we eat the meat mountain.
I like it. We're getting there. We're getting close.
All right.
All right.
All right. Take care,
Yep.
guys.
Yep. We'll see you.
All right. See ya.
See ya. Okay. So I think that worked, and here we are. So we're back at the Drive By Night Show, and we did like a little three-way there on the Instagram, and I didn't hate that. That was kind of fun. It wasted a few minutes and maybe kicked it out to, some people that wouldn't necessarily normally see the thing. So there you go. Thanks, friend, pal from New York, Fremont, wherever, for like giving me something to do for a half an hour. And we got 2.5 hours left in the show. Is that right? What time is it? It's 8:30, and we go till 11. So there's the phone number, 402-853-8436. This is a podcast as well, and I can't imagine this is going to be the most listened to episode of my podcast once it's all said and done, because I don't even know what's happened here, and we're just hanging out. So now I need like a topic, I guess, to talk about and say something towards, because we might just have to start calling some people here. I'm getting desperate. So let's go to my contacts here, and let's see who we got that we can talk to. Okay, let's call my buddy here, Gabe in Florida, and see what he thinks about all of this. Hopefully he picks up, and we speak to him every week.
Hello.
Hey, Gabe, how are you?
Yeah. What's up?
Not much. This is the Drive By Night Show.
What's up?
Nothing.
I was gonna call.
Yeah.
I was gonna call in earlier.
I
Go ahead.
I appreciate it. I'm dying out here.
Really?
I just don't have that pull from TikTok that would just
TikTok,
get those
yeah.
random calls that would just keep the thing going. Even if they're not even good calls, it just kept the show
Mhm.
moving forward, at least.
Kept the show alive.
It kept it alive. So it's like, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah, because when I went the Instagram live, I clicked on it real quick, and then you were on the phone, and then I was like, oh, I'll go back on later, and then I
Okay.
got sidetracked, and I was like, oh shoot, I saw a link in the back. I was like, oh yeah, there he is.
There he is. No worries. No, it's fine. Like, it was somebody, from the old show. I don't want to call it the old show, but
Yeah.
they used to call regularly, called me like right away at the beginning, and then they were gone.
Uh-huh.
And it's just kind of like, now I'm filling air, and I'm not, and it's just boring. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to do something here. And I don't know if
Yeah.
I can just be calling people every week and rely on that either.
Yeah.
So how do you
Yeah.
start over?
So what do you mean by that? Like, like, are you talking about like TikTok or Instagram or
Probably,
like?
yeah, probably more like Instagram or wherever, or if there's a better place to, I don't have to do it on Instagram. It's just
Yeah.
there.
So what I would do if I were you, I would be. Did you post that you were gonna be streaming on the Instagram now instead of TikTok?
Yeah, I did. I made a video about it, but it got like 400 views.
Okay, gotcha. So I mean, I would
Yeah, so I would try and post that again.
Yeah.
And probably so that way people can at least find you, follow you, and get notification. You know.
Absolutely. No, I get it. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
that TikTok thing, it was just so random, and I had just such a reach on there that
Mhm.
I guess it just feels like for me that I'm starting from scratch. And I and
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
and
much.
and I'm even starting like less than I was, because even when I went the first time that I did it on TikTok, I still had I had like 50,000 followers on there. So it's
Mhm.
like the phone just started ringing immediately, like the first
Yeah.
time I ever even tried to do it. Whereas
Yeah.
if I would have tried to do it somewhere else for the first time, I really would have been like starting from scratch to build up
Yeah.
like some sort of an audience, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's different. You know, it's different because because so on TikTok you would show up on the For You page.
Yeah.
When you're in a popular live like that, that's how I found out about you. And so, and that's kind of that. And Instagram obviously doesn't do anything like that. You know, you kind of have to find the page yourself.
Yeah. I get
So-
it. You're right. And I had new people every single week,
Mhm.
thousands of them that would
Yeah.
at least see it blast by. They may not pay any attention to it, but
Yeah.
you know, and it's like you'd get a few people from that would then
Yeah.
like, you know, hang
Mhm.
around and watch a little bit of it, and then maybe even
Even
call
though
in.
it's half the time it was a prank call, you
Yeah.
know. But
I know, but it's like right now I'm like begging. I'm begging for a prank
yeah,
call.
begging for a prank call.
I'm begging for
Yeah.
some 11-year-old kid to call me up and go, "Hey, how you? Good. What are you doing tonight?"
Yeah.
Nothing. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I took
Do
so
you know
many.
who Candace is?
Yeah. That too. It's
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
sounds awesome right now.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I think
Yeah.
it'll work out. You know, it's just
It'll be bigger and bigger.
okay.
You'll just have to grow. Oh my gosh, my voice. Like lost my voice right there.
No worse.
But yeah, I mean, you'll just have to grow. So,
Yeah, no, I hear you, and that's okay, and like that's what I expected to have to do in the first place.
Yeah.
I think it just grew too big, too fast, and gave me like really kind of unreal expectations, because it's not
Yeah.
like I can just do it. You know, TikTok is, I think, increasingly becoming more and more difficult to do the things you kind of want. I think they're cracking down on a lot of things there right now.
They really are. They
you,
really are.
you know, so it's like, but it's their app. Like, you know, you can't be bitter about it.
Yeah.
Like you play by their rules. They give you all that free access to
Yeah.
everything. And I'm gonna go live on TikTok again. I'm just not gonna do the show. I'm gonna figure out like something else to do
Yeah.
there, and then maybe
Yeah.
I can point some people to the talk show. But I just don't want to give up the talk show, because the talk show is a lot of fun. It's so interesting.
It is. It is.
You know, so it's like I want this to work. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick with it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely.
But I don't know. I just don't know, like, you know, if it has yet quite the same value that those past shows on TikTok had.
Yeah, definitely. So two questions.
Let's hear him.
So when you called me,
Yeah.
it's still showing now. It's showing up. I saw Lincoln, Nebraska, but it showed up as Hartium Wing.
Oh, that might be like my part of my last name or something.
I don't know. It just shows up as Partium Wing. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Yeah,
Spell that.
PARETEUM and then WING.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no idea
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. Interesting. No. Yeah. Okay.
But also, my other question.
Yeah.
How's my guy from New York doing?
Well, okay. So I haven't spoken to him in the last couple of weeks because 2 weeks ago I went live and they shut me off after 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then last week they shut me off after about an hour. And he texted me like later on and it was like, what happened? And then so I just kind of told him, but I don't think I've spoken with him formally for 3 weeks.
Wow.
So
you should get him on here.
Oh, I'm going to. Yeah. He's going to fill some space for me, and that's what I need, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to call. I'm going to call him in a moment. I just like went through my contacts, and yours just popped right up, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
You seem to call in earlier in the show anyway, so I figured it'd be a good time to check in with you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I tried calling last week, and then I forget what I was doing, but I was like, oh, I'll just call in later, and then I saw the live wasn't up. I was like, oh shoot, maybe something happened.
Yeah.
And then I saw your video, and I was like, oh shoot. But yeah. So.
Well, there you go. Awesome. Well, I mean, I can't thank you enough for
thank you for the call.
Well, no, but for being a part of the show, you know, and now being a part of the show now, and hopefully again, I might need to call on you again next week or the week after that, or you feel free to call in as well.
Hey, I'm always open this time of night.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much.
I'll call back next week. I'll be here next week.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Have a good night.
You as well. Thank you.
We'll see you. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So a good friend from Florida. So yeah, you know, I'm trying to like show that I did have a show at one point. And look, I've got like these lists of people that I can call and, you know, they'll answer the phone. And that's like super fun. And I just love it that way. I almost want to call Bird Lady, but I haven't heard from Bird Lady in like a couple of months or something. So I don't know what happened to Bird Lady. If anybody out there knows what happened to Bird Lady, please let me know. And one of these days I'll just get brave and call her and see what's going on. So, all right, looking at my list of people to call, or somebody can call me, 402-853-8436. But I don't even know if there's anybody out there. If a live stream goes live and nobody is listening, is there actually a live stream? That's our philosophical question of the night. And we don't have great answers. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out on the Drive By Night show. Who should we call? We need to call somebody. Somebody just joined. Oh, thanks so much for hanging out. Give me a call, 402-853-8436. This is the Drive By Night show. I imagine you know what this is, but maybe you don't. I used to be on TikTok, but I had to move because they banned me and they don't want me doing my call-in talk show anymore. So we're trying it out in some new places tonight. I'm on Instagram at All the Rides Uber, and I'm on YouTube at All the Rides. And we're running kind of a dual live on both of those at the same time. And we need phone calls. Otherwise, I'll just have to tell some stories. But I got to kind of think of like what kind of stories that I want to tell. And I know I'm more popular for my Uber and Lyft rides, so maybe I should tell some stories about some rides that I've had in the past. And I'm trying to think of one that I never told on a live stream before that would be kind of an interesting one to listen to. Well, what has happened recently? I thought I can think of one that it's been a while since this happened, but I gave this guy a ride home, and it wasn't very far, maybe like a couple of miles, and he reached into his wallet and he wanted to give me like a cash tip, and he didn't have any cash on him. He felt really bad. He's like searching in all of his pockets. He's like looking for it. I'm like, don't worry about it, man. Like, you can leave a tip like on the phone, like through the app. You can just like give me a tip there. And he was like, well, I may have like overdrafted on my bank account on this ride anyway, so I don't want to like throw some more money on there. And then I'm feeling bad. I was like, well, don't worry about it, man. Just don't give me a tip if you overdrafted. Like, it's no big deal. Like, I still make money off of this ride, so just don't sweat it and have a good night. He's like, no. I'm gonna go inside. I think I've got some money in there. Just hang out like right here. And all right, we got. I'll continue the story later. We got Georgia on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
What up, Crook?
What's going on tonight?
Nothing but it's taking shit.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Have you taken a bowel movement recently?
Yes,
Besides today?
No, yeah.
Okay. So you're cleaning yourself out.
Yes, sir.
Well, what else do you got going on tonight?
Nothing much.
Okay.
Just booing.
All right.
Just bold.
I hear you. Nothing much going on. Well, I appreciate you. Did you call me last week?
No.
No. Have you ever called me before?
I saw it on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
I saw it on the TikTok, and then it said no more live. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Instagram.
No, it sucked, man. They kicked me off. They didn't want me like putting my phone number up there anymore. So I'm just trying out some new places.
That's stupid. Why TikTok do that?
Well, because it's a kids app, man. It's just all for. There's too many kids on there, so they won't let you get away with anything.
True. Instagram better.
I think so too. So let's give it a try. But I don't have that reach on Instagram like I did on TikTok. There's so many people on that TikTok app. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy now.
Yeah, for sure. So you think Instagram's is that the best place to go live, or do you think there's better places to go live?
Nah, I say Instagram.
Okay. Well,
Maybe on Instagram.
yeah. Well, we're doing it. We're giving it a shot tonight, and we're gonna see how it goes.
So hot. Okay.
What's yeah? What'd you say?
I said I love it, man. Love it. Love positivity.
Thank you. Well, you got to be positive, and if you're not, you're just sunk.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So, you got big plans for the weekend?
Nah, just don't be bored. Just you can go bars.
Oh, nice. I like it. I like it. Do you have like a favorite bar that you go to?
I'd say, maybe bourbon.
Oh, okay. Do you have a bar where you go to it and everybody knows your name?
Yeah, that's bourbon. I always go
Okay.
bourbon.
Okay. So like you walk in, they know your drink and everything's good.
I walk in, they're like, "What up, Kim?" I'm like, "What up?"
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Then that feels good though, right? Like I like going to places like that.
Mm-hmm. They be like, "Pimp, you want a margarita?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." Tonight, I'm getting freaking.
So, and margaritas your drink of choice?
Yeah.
Okay. How many margaritas do you drink in an average night?
Average, I said like 12, but you got the most I got was 30.
You've done 30 margaritas in one night.
Yeah, I passed out.
I bet. I mean, I bet
I
you.
woke up in a random person's bed. I think I got roofied or something. I don't know if I got roofied, but I hope not.
I don't know if you did. If you drank 30 margaritas, chances are you just kind of went out on your own, you know?
Yeah, I just woke up next to a big dude. I was like, what?
Oh, wow. You may have gotten roofied then. I don't know. I mean,
I ain't even gay. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, but it was. What did you do when you woke up? Like, did you just like scream or just slowly walk out of the house?
Well, that I'm gonna get right here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, you said.
I'm guessing. I was like, I
I
don't
see.
really know.
You have no way to prove or disprove it.
True, but you know, it's okay.
It's okay. Was it a good night overall? Besides, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I'm looking good. So
okay, I'd just
mhm.
I'd just go with it then.
Yeah, I'm just going when I'm living life. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, none of us know anything, and the second we walk out our door, it's fair game. Whatever happens to us,
Exactly.
and you can stay inside all you want, and never come out, and you'll probably be just fine. But that's not a very fun life.
Yeah, true. You gotta get out in the open.
Yeah.
Go to the bar, get fucked up, go rent people bed.
I agree. It's a fun thing to do, and I approve.
Hey, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
How do you do?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm just trying to get the show going here and trying to get some new eyeballs on it in the Instagram world, and everything's going okay so far. Somebody joined my live down here. I can't see like what their name is, but they're in there now. They're gone. They just left. So, but people like want to like join my lives, and I think then that it like sends it out to their followers that they're live, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I think it does that if they join it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then it lets their followers know that they're live, and that's kind of cool. Then that's like sending me out to a bunch of different places, you know.
I feel that, bro. I feel that.
So
All right, man. Good talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm done with my shit, so I'm about to go in and get the party.
all right, man. Thanks for calling. Have a good one.
All right, you too, bro.
We'll see you.
See ya.
Okay, there you go. There's a call from Georgia, and I can't appreciate it enough. Who saw that I was moving from TikTok over here to the land of Instagram. And thank you so much for that phone call. Phone line's open 402-853-8436. Chat saying yo. Well, yo, right back at you. Were you the one, Marsh Burn Nick, that joined the live for a second? I apologize. I was going to talk with you, but I was already on the phone with that call from Georgia, so I just had to like finish that call up. But thanks for like joining the live. Anybody else wants to join the live, you go right ahead. Just jump yourself right in here, and we can just kind of hang out and take some phone calls together, maybe, and that might be kind of fun. So I love it, and there you go. So we'll wait a few minutes here, see if the phone rings kind of naturally on its own. And then, like I said, we've got some phone numbers that we can call and see how some of those people are doing that we used to talk with as well. So we'll just kind of see what happens. I was telling a story about an Uber ride that I had where like the guy really wanted to give me a tip, but he didn't have any money, and he thought he overdrafted on his card, so I didn't want to tip on the app. And he's like, I'm going to go inside, and I know I've got some money inside, and I'm going to bring it out to you. I'm like, dude, don't worry about it, man. Like, I just wanted to get out of there and go do another ride anyway. But he just insisted. He's like, no, I'm getting you some money. I'm like, okay, I'll be here. So the guy walks inside, and he's in there for like a couple of minutes. And then he comes walking out with like this huge glass container full of change. I mean, it was a good size, full of quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, you name it, just like loaded up into that thing. And he brought it out and he just handed it to me. He's like, here, just take this. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's crazy, man. That's just like way too much. He's like, no, just take it. I'm like, well, what if I just take like a couple of handfuls out of it, you know, and just like, then that's cool. Like, I'll probably get like $5 or something that way. He's like, no, just take the whole thing. And I'm like, really, man, there's a lot of money in there. I can't just take the whole thing. He's like, just take it. So finally, I'm just like, all right, I'll just take the darn thing. So I took it and I set it down on my passenger seat. I ended the ride. And then I just drove home, and I didn't have anything to do. So I dumped the whole thing out like on my kitchen table, and I counted the money and whatever. And it was like $190 worth of change in there or something. I don't know. The number probably keeps getting bigger and bigger every time I tell the story. Maybe it was like 70 something, but it was a lot of money. And I just laughed and I laughed and I laughed at this giant change jar that this guy gave me. And there you go. So, just kind of fun, like little Uber stories to tell while we wait for a phone call. 402-853-8436. And we'll see if anybody like jumps in and hangs out and calls the number and join the live. Everybody wants to join the live, and we'll see what's going on. But yeah, other than that, people are saying all my people call this man. Oh, thank you so much. That's cool. Can it kind of like follow you? Or yeah, I don't really even know. Hide live, no. Who knows? Anyway, looking at all the chat, and there's just not much chat at all. And that's okay, because kind of keeping up with that chat on TikTok was almost like a full-time job that you needed somebody else to just do that for you. Let's call Dalton and see what he's up to. I gotta find his number though, because he told me not to save his number at one point. And there you go. Let's see what Dalton is up to. And this is a favorite, long time caller of the show, our good friend Dalton in Kansas. And let's hope he answers. I'm kind of acting like he's, going to answer. I don't even know.
For town, this is Keisha.
Is Dalton around?
Let me check. I know he was just at his friend's house. Who is this? Hello?
Hello, I'm sorry.
Sorry, who is this?
Oh, this is Drive By Night Show?
Okay, give me just a second.
No problem. This is intense here. We're waiting to see if Dalton is available, and we don't know. And I don't know. I'm just calling this number. I think this is the number that he calls me from. And so we're gonna see what happens here. And I don't know where it is that I'm actually calling him. And I hope we can talk with Dalton here in a second, but we're gonna have to find out. So I really don't know. In the meantime, we're on hold, and we'll see what happens. And it was kind of funny. She's like, well, who is this? And well, this is the Drive By Night Show. Dalton doesn't know my real name. So it would be kind of weird if I said what my name was. He only knows me as Drive By Night Show. So we're still on hold here. And I don't know. Maybe I feel like there was another number that he called me from, maybe as well. Maybe we could try that one here. But I guess we can wait on this for a couple of minutes. I just don't want like a bunch of dead air while we're waiting for this phone to get picked up or something. So I don't know. Just hang out. I'll have a drink of water. How's that? Okay. Now we're still just waiting. But how long do we wait? That's kind of the question at this point. Yeah, I don't know. It's been 2 minutes since I dialed that phone number. Okay. And we're waiting. So maybe we'll hang up on this and we'll try somebody else. That didn't work. Is that the only number that he called me from? Let me kind of look here real quick, because I feel like there may have been another one, but then it just gets messy. There's too many phone numbers. No, there's a different one. I don't know why he called me from that. No, that's the same phone number. Okay, never mind. Let's see if we can call our friend in New York and see what's going on there. He should call, answer, pick up, be there for us, and we'll see what's going on. And we'll We'll see what's going on. Oh my.
I'm sorry, I was on the phone with somebody else.
You're okay. I'm just so glad that you answered. Do you need to go back to that other call?
No. Okay, so like it was tech support. So I was having an issue with I'm still at work, by the way. I should have been gone an hour and 30 minutes ago, but it's fine. I can talk. I'm just finishing up. So yeah, no, I was having an issue with the computer, so I waited on hold for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because there's only like a handful of them for all 3,000 of our stores.
Yes.
Sorry, no, I had to write something down.
Oh, no worries.
So yeah, no, so it's just like I finally got on the phone and we did all the things and I had to stay late because we did all the things. Now I'm just closing up, just doing robotic things that I do every single night. So how was your trip?
Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. In fact, it was my girlfriend's birthday, so we just goofed off and had a great time, and it was it's a lot of fun. Much needed.
Good, I'm glad you had fun.
Much needed, just to kind of get away for a couple of days.
God, I need a vacation. I'm tired of looking at my house.
Yeah, me too. That's how we felt too. We just got to get out of the house. You know what I mean?
You know what? I don't know how people have the drive because I keep watching my grass on my lawn get longer and longer and longer, and I really don't want to have to cut it.
Oh my. Well, I mean,
it's so hot.
It is humid too, right? Right now.
Yeah, where I live, yeah, it's humid. Like it's literally today I got up to 95 degrees, and like I swear it's just soupy. It's gross. Like I got out of my house.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is disgusting. I wanted to die. It sucks. It's the worst. So, thank God I've got remote start because I just basically ran to my car and it was already cold.
Nice.
But yeah, no.
I like it. Well, yeah. Now you see, like, so you see that I had to move the show off of TikTok.
Oh, really? Where are you?
I'm on Instagram and YouTube, both right now.
I didn't know that. I just remembered that last week I forgot to go in, so I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
so are you getting more views over here?
No, not hardly at all. That's why I'm calling you. I'm dying out here. No.
How long has it been since you haven't received a call?
I've only received 2 calls in the hour, and then I've been calling like
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. And then I had to call like a few people on the list to fill up.
You should post a video to TikTok giving us an update. I
did, but it got like no views. I don't know why. It got like 400 views or 400 views or something. Well, now I'm getting phone calls in. So anyway,
it's because they heard my voice.
It might be. They're like, oh, we know what's going on here. This is very very familiar here for the show. So I don't know, but they shut me off like after an hour last week, and then they.
Wait, did you talk about the reason why? We're on a different app. Yes, you can, right?
Yeah, I can talk about it. Dangerous activity.
What was your dangerous activity?
Well, he's just showing my phone number, and then so it's like, I mean, I don't know 100%, but I think it's because like there's so many kids on that app, and if like young kids start putting their phone numbers up, and then somebody like gets in contact with them, and something bad happens to them.
Yeah, but you're an old man.
I know.
Hardly use the phone otherwise.
It's true. I never take phone calls either, but I'm just saying that, but if they're mimicking, they see a phone number and then they get the idea to put up a phone number and something bad happens to them.
I think someone was just trying to mess with you.
I don't know, but I went around on TikTok though and like searched for, live phone number and stuff like that. And I found other people that had their phone number up that got banned as well. So they were just they were cracking down like on a phone number thing or something.
That's so weird, man. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't be like super like anal about it like that, but
Yeah.
Okay. I know that Facebook and Instagram are much more, what's the term I want to use? Lax on their guidelines. They're not super like,
Good.
take everything down, you know? So,
Yeah. No, I mean,
that's the word.
I was always like a little worried about it from day one on TikTok, just because of how many like really young kids are on there. And I'm like, I felt weird about doing it, even though I met like a lot of, adults and what that not on there. I still would have every now and then like an 8, 9, 10-year-old kid calling me on the phone. And it's a little uncomfortable, honestly.
No, I understand that because like it's weird to talk to them outside of like
Yeah.
the capacity of you're providing them a service by, for example, taking them with their parent to an address, or you're bringing their food to their door, or you're ringing them up at a register or something like that. But when you have to talk to them and like have a recreation, it's weird that like our society just doesn't do like the whole we're just gonna talk to kids, you know?
Yeah. No, it is weird, and it's like, and I know I'm not doing anything wrong, and I know that everything's, but I still feel like what I say could get me like in trouble somehow, just because they're minors. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't want to be like
I guess
over.
we just have to be
I don't
careful.
want to be overly paranoid like that.
But I
And
mean, even though like at least like, you haven't spoke about anything that was like overtly like, you know, I don't know, like inappropriate in terms of like I don't know, you don't really talk about like, you know, content that can be considered risque, right? It's typically just like friendly, you know, maybe even small talky kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never used to be,
no,
I don't know.
no, and that
the word.
and that's not my thing, that. But there's people that will just call in, and drop that kind of crap and jump off real quick, So it is
Sorry.
that content's it's there because it's like, because it's a live show, so it's unpredictable. Anybody can call in and say anything, and I
And
think
it's not like there's a delay. We can't,
Yeah.
You can't like cut it or something.
exactly. And if there were something like that, like a delay, then certainly nobody could like take any offense to, whatever I was doing. But it's just whatever. I guess I just gotta like evolve and figure it out and move on.
Well, now you have to build a following on Instagram.
It's true.
By the way,
It's true.
that was the perfect time to plug it so I can follow it.
Oh well, my Instagram is All the Rides Uber.
Uber.
Yeah.
All the rides. Oh, because all the rides was hit.
Yeah, just Uber tacked on. For some reason, All the Rides was taken already, and I don't know why. So I had to
Have you
be.
been posting this, like the whole time?
What's that?
Like, have you been posting on this the whole time?
Oh yeah. I post all of my TikToks on Instagram.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know.
It's fine. It's fine. Like I don't really promote it that much because I don't, like that TikTok just took off so much that I just didn't really care about anything else.
So now that oh damn it. Oh well. So I know we've talked about. Sorry, I know we've talked about why you started the show, but I don't recall talking about what is going to happen now that you've done it for a couple months and you've gotten some sort of a following. You had regulars on TikTok, and before you were banned and moved over here, what was the plan? Right? I mean, like, what were you gonna do with it?
I mean, I don't know. Like my plan was literally to do the show for like 2 years. And if I was in the same sort of like spot that I was in, like I'd evaluate it. But I mean, I don't know. Like my weird idea is that there are so many brand new streaming channels popping up all the time. Everyone's trying to compete and become, the new streaming channel. And I feel like live content is going to be the thing that's going to start to separate one streaming channel from all the rest of them. Once they start putting like live shows on their streaming channels. And one of my ideas was like I wanted to get this thing like worked and established and have like this whole base and this built-in audience and callers and whatever, and then try and pitch that to like a streaming channel. Be like, take my live show and put it on your streaming channel, immediately. Let me do it like every night from like 10 to midnight or something.
That would be awesome.
What do you think?
Yeah, because it's proven to be like interesting. Well, I mean, why don't you do it yourself though? Like, why don't you do it on like Twitch or something like that? Because there's this guy on, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to be like, oh, everybody go over there, because he's extremely popular, and it's incredibly impossible to to get on his show because of how popular he is. So
okay,
let's try that.
I do. I want to go on Twitch too. I'm trying to figure out. I know there's like this software that I can get and put on my laptop that I can stream to like a dozen different places at the same time. So that,
and I think the whole you being in your car thing is also an interesting concept that would be better than if you were just some random guy in his basement with his projector screen and whatnot.
Yeah. At least I'm in my car now. Today I'm in my driveway because I have to use the Wi-Fi because I can't go like live on YouTube on my mobile because I don't have enough subscribers.
So then what you're going to have to do is either buy a car with a mobile hotspot or get one off your.
Or I just got to get enough subscribers or whatever. But I think even still with that, like the mobile hotspot. But if I want to go live on like 5 or more different platforms, then I feel like I might have to use Wi-Fi. I don't even know if a mobile hotspot could like deal with all that.
It depends. You gotta travel around. You gotta figure out what service provider is the best. I'm partial to Verizon, but that's just because of the area that I'm in. I've got Verizon.
Verizon's good.
Area.
How much does a hotspot cost?
Google it. You have a laptop apparently since you're sitting in your driveway.
I am. But it's in use. It has my beautiful face on it right now. But I'm like thinking about that. I'm like that. That could be
cost more than like $40 a month, right?
You really don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay, well that's not bad. That I could swing, I suppose.
Or you could just upgrade your Google Fi phone to have. I don't know how that works, but you could just upgrade that to have a hotspot.
I suppose. Or I guess I just have to look into it a little bit. But I guess what I'm saying is, because it's weird right now because I've got a phone going that's on Instagram and then I've got a webcam that's going on YouTube. So I want to consolidate all of that into just one camera that then shoots it off to 5+ different streaming sites like Twitch.
Well,
and then
the way you'd have to do that is you'd have to do it on a computer, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And you would have to put it in a box that would have like convert it to multiple outputs because if one thing is going to use it, it's going to be that one thing that's using it solely, and it's not going to let anything else use that thing. And I think that's how that works. I don't know. I don't know a lot about computers and streaming, so you'd have to like put some research into that because I'm really not that sure. But definitely get on Twitch because Twitch is like the number one reason for internet traffic, like the biggest thing in terms of internet traffic, like next to Pornhub. So
yeah. All right, it's happening then. That's just all that there is to it.
Good. Awesome.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe you'll get to be able to do it every night, and then it's enough. Like
yeah, man. There's people that make a living off of Twitch. It's kind of it's one of those weird things.
Answering phone calls and talking to people about random stuff.
Exactly. But it'll just give it more of a reach to. I don't know if it'll ever quite be what TikTok was at a certain point. But just the more channels I'm on, I figure, well, just any of this. I just had such a weird.
Oh, you're thinking about.
I guess I'm just saying if I could ever like get this show to where it was at one point weeks ago on TikTok when it was super busy.
It's gonna, honestly, if you started, what you'd have to do. I mean, I think honestly. Doing it on like multiple platforms is good, but you'd have to take like stream highlights and upload them to your Twitch not your Twitch, to your TikTok and your YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because that's how a lot of people over to stream. They're like, oh, look at our stream highlights.
Yeah, I do that already. I do that. I put stream highlights on YouTube at least.
Great. Then that's how you promote it. Just keep promoting it like that, and then eventually it'll be enough. Because that's how a lot of channels do it for their, when people have YouTube, they just post like stream highlights. I mean, for example, like for people that play video, I work at GameStop, so video games is like,
yeah,
I have to say that with all of that. My key's too loud. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. I don't know how any of this stuff sounds. I got a learning curve anyway.
No, but
I think you're okay.
As I was saying, like for example, like Call Me Kevin and Archie Game, like those guys, they'll put it at the beginning of the video, and then they'll put a message saying like, oh, this was all done on stream, and you can follow, find me here, and then they'll put the link for their Twitch in the bio and stuff like that, so that you can be like, hey, I can follow them and be a part of it and whatnot. So I think that would be interesting. And then you could, YouTube is doing this short thing, which is like kind of like TikTok, but on YouTube. So you can post on that too. So there's definitely a lot of options.
I love it. Well, good. I'm glad that there's options, and you know what? We'll be fine.
I mean, I hope so. This is fun. It's a fun little tradition. I mean, usually I'm not at work when you call me or when I call you, because it's a Thursday, and we don't close until we close at 8 o'clock. We're supposed to be leaving at 8:30. Of course, I'm not leaving until tonight because the computer said they don't want to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I get to go home.
All right.
Different from the on.
All right. Well, Dalton's trying to call me now.
I'm sorry, what? Don't describe the what?
Dalton is trying to call me.
Oh, okay. Well, answer that call because I've gone on a while.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get to it quick enough. But now someone's trying to call me from Pennsylvania.
Oh, that might be interesting.
All right.
Give him a chance. I'll jump on your line.
All right. I'll check it out. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Good luck. I hope it's a long call.
All right. See ya.
Peace.
Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Doing well. How are you, Jimmy Slip?
Mr. President, thank you so much for calling me again 2 weeks in a row.
You're totally welcome. I heard that you got kicked off the TikTok. Is that China? I think it's China.
I was wondering, since you had some dealings with the TikTok, last year or a couple of years ago, when you were going to get them out of here, you were going to ban them, and then
That's right. I was banning them. They're terrible. Okay, I don't like chick. I don't like duck. I don't like it. It's not good. It's not good for the country. It's not good for the American people.
I agreed. So why is it still around? Why couldn't we have gotten rid of this TikTok when you wanted to get rid of it? Who stopped you?
That's a great question. Big tech. That's what I say. It's all big tech. You have the Mark Zuckerbergs, the Jeff Bezos. They have all the money in the world. That's why I was a great guy, because I cared about the American people. These people, they don't. And that's what they're doing, okay? That's why they're kicking you off TikTok. They're taking all of the people. They're saying, you get those, it's the cancel culture. That's what it's called. It's just cancel culture, because they cancel you right away when something happens. Okay, I don't understand it either, Slim Jim, but what I can tell you is what I can tell you. I think you're more popular than some of the other Jims or Jimmys out there, like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. Much better. Fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. President, for saying that. And I was going to ask you, since you've had a very similar experience when you were banned from Twitter, was the first place. Then where do you go then to find your fans? Like how can your fans find you now?
It's just like I think what they said in the dreams of Field of Dream, whatever I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
They said when you build it, it'll come. Just like when I built Trump Tower, big, beautiful. Okay, and that's why they were all such beautiful women that came to Trump Tower. How do you think I got? Because I built it. Just like I was building the wall. But the wall was different, okay, because I was to keep them out, okay? It wasn't to make myself, it was to keep them out. But that's what I did, so that I made my own social media. That's what you gotta do, Stitch. You gotta make your own thing. You gotta make it your own thing. Maybe you could make shit to cry, okay? It's just like what I was saying with the vaccines, right? Thinking, maybe there's a way we could just shoot the thing into your eye, what I'm telling you is the disinfectant, But what you could do is makeshift the car with a camera, with everything,
Yeah.
and have that be your own streaming. So I don't know how it works. I'm not the real technology guy, but Slim Jim, I have very smart people.
Do you think you know somebody smart enough to help me figure this out?
I think I do, Slim Jim, but I gotta keep that a secret. Okay, I have my connections.
I understand.
Only if exactly. Because people, as I was telling you before, they get canceled. If they know that they're working with me, okay, they're gonna cancel them. That's what happens. That's what happens nowadays. It's not good. It's not good for the country. It's not good for me. Okay.
It's true. Now, have you still found that you can go on to Parlor and speak to your people there?
Yes, because they're great. They're all about freedom. Okay, that's what America is about. Freedom. Okay, why do you think I like McDonald's so much? We were talking about that last week.
Yes.
It's because I like freedom. McDonald's. It's all about freedom. Okay.
Well,
when you see a burger, when you see fries, okay, it's freedom. That's why they were called freedom fries. That's what I was told. And, it's fantastic. It's fantastic things like that.
That's what I was going to ask you. When is McDonald's going to get with the program and quit calling them French fries and just call them freedom fries?
Great. I had an executive order. Jared, Ivanka's husband, he didn't want me to do it. He didn't want me to sign the executive order. It was just a signature. That's all that I was saying. And I could have signed it. I could have said, McDonald's, you got to call them freedom fries. But, Jared said, don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to make them bad. And I said, I don't care. The American people want freedom fries. It's in the name. It's freedom. Okay. I tried my best.
You tried. And I've found with you over the years that you're always trying. You're always trying your best. And not everybody appreciates that. And
people who show me, they say I'm a mean man. Of course I'm mean because I'm fighting for the American people.
Yeah.
But these people, the Marxists, the anarchists, they don't like me. I don't care. I don't care about them. Okay, they can go outside. They can die in the cold like the dogs they are.
I would love to see one of them try and do your job just for one day.
Exactly. They could do it. Okay. That's why I was in top health. Okay. I beat the virus.
Yeah.
What were they doing? Were they beating the virus? Not at all.
No, you were out golfing every day because you had beaten the virus.
Yeah. That's what I was doing because I care about the American people. And, I like to have a little bit of fun. I don't think Joe Biden knows how to help people. I don't think he knows how to have fun. All he knows how to do is wear sunglasses with someone. I don't even know what her name was. She's not even that cool or popular. That's what I'll say. And telling people to take the vaccine, this is propaganda, pure and simple. That's what I could tell you, Slim Jim.
It really is. Now, if you had another chance to debate Mr. Biden, and perhaps you will, would you go about it differently this time?
Here's what I can tell you. I have very smart people around me.
Yes.
And, we had some great discussions. I knew it was a weakness for him, okay? But I didn't know as much until I saw him as president. No, I'm still the president. That's what I can tell you. But in the debate, I should have done it. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't do it. But I was going to have maybe Jared or Don Jr. or Eric, stand off to the side, hold a little bit of chocolate ice cream for Joe Biden. And if he would have seen that ice cream, he would have ran off the stage.
Okay.
He would have ran for the ice cream to just, to enjoy it. While I could tell the American people, that's what Joe was going to do for you. He's going to run away for a little treat. And I'm actually going to stay here. I'm going to fight for you, okay? I'm going to fight for because I'm a fighter. I'm a great guy, okay? I was a great businessman. I know how to make the deal. Joe Biden just knows how to eat some chocolate ice cream, and he calls it chocolate. What is it with it?
I don't know. Do you think that's a geriatric part of his age, maybe early onset Alzheimer's that he just sees chocolate ice cream and he loses his mind?
I think he had Alzheimer's maybe like 10 years ago.
10 years, yeah.
It's so bad. His brain, it's mush. It's terrible. Okay. I don't understand it. It's terrible. And I have very smart people. I have people who are still working. I don't understand it, but they're working with Joe, and I know them. I get some little details here and there, and they told me he's wearing a diaper. I don't understand it. What's going on? Why is he wearing a diaper? He's not able to do things, okay? He's not. That's why he's wearing the diaper, because he's a big baby. I'm a great man, okay? Why isn't this man a baby? He's a baby. That's what I can tell you. Baby Biden. Baby Biden. I should have used that one. That's what I could say.
That would have been a real good one. Now, are we talking about a baby diaper or depends?
That's a good question. I don't know. I have to talk to my people. Okay, I need to see.
Okay.
I don't think they got that up close to the Slim Jim. I don't think they did.
Well,
okay, because they didn't want the stink. They didn't want the. I don't blame them. Okay, I don't want the stink to bite.
I was going to say maybe they don't want to get that close to investigate it thoroughly. Just the fact that they know diapers are involved in the first place.
Slim Jim. People who get close to Joe or anyone in his family, I can tell you, it ends up poorly. When I heard someone get up close to Joe's dogs, they bit him. They went right after them. The dogs are not well trained. Okay, that's what I can tell you. And that's just like Joe, because he's not well trained for the job.
Right. No.
Terrible. It's terrible.
He was a disaster as the vice president.
Disaster.
And
and with Obama, terrible. Okay. That administration caused more problems than anyone in the history of the United States. That's what I could say.
I couldn't agree more. And you were just trying to clean up that mess, drain that swamp.
Exactly, Slim Jim, exactly. And I was doing it every day, okay? Joe Biden is making America dirty again. That's what I can tell you. But I'm going to make America great again. I'm going to come back. I'm going to be better than ever. I already am so great, better than everyone else. That's what I can tell you.
I can't wait. And to get somebody with your experience, already 4 years in the White House, and then 4 years off to think and plan and strategize.
Exactly.
Imagine what's going to happen.
Exactly. And the strategies that I'm able to make on the golf course with all my closest friends, very smart people, okay? Someone like, Rudy Giuliani, fantastic guy, okay? And, we're making great moves, fantastic plans, okay? We're not going to tell you the plans, because if we tell you the plans, people are going to pick them apart.
Yeah.
That's why we're making such great plans, and if I am able to stop Joe Biden again, we'll do wonderful things. That's what I can tell you for the country. But, what I really need to find out is why is it that even Joe decided to run? I think it was someone within his orbit who said, Joe, you're a husk of a man, and we need you to just run. That's what I could tell. It was the Chinese, maybe it was the Russians. They always like to say the Russians talk to me. Yeah. I could tell you, I don't even know Russian.
Right. Well, why would you?
Exactly.
Now, what did you think of Rudy Giuliani's appearance in the Borat movie?
I gotta say, he was a star. That's what I can tell you. He's a star in everything that he goes on, anything he touches.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. I might not have seen that particular film, but Rudy's great. He's fantastic, okay? You might remember, I think it was one of his greatest performances. Slim Jim, did you ever see the video with me and Rudy? Did you ever see that?
Yes, I've seen several, but which one are you referring to specifically?
So let me tell you, I'm going to set the scene. It was a beautiful time. We were in some, maybe a Macy's, maybe a JCPenney, some department store, and Rudy was dressed as a woman.
Oh, my.
And, wonderful. Okay, fantastic. And then I just went right up to Rudy as a woman, and I just said, "You're magnificent."
Because you didn't know
Yeah.
you didn't know it was actually Rudy.
I didn't know it was, I think, a commercial. It was something, it was the 90s. It was a wild time. That's what I could tell you.
I understand now. I believe my favorite performance of Mr. Giuliani is when he made that hair dye trickle down the side of his face. I thought that was pretty amazing.
Slim Jim.
How did he do that?
Here's the thing. I think it perfectly symbolizes, and people don't know I can use big words like symbolizing, but I could use it because I know it means something when you see it. That's what it symbolizes.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you is the trickling down, it's just like trickle down economics, just like Reagan told me, okay, Reagan was a great president, I was a fantastic president.
Nixon.
And the trickle down economics,
Truman.
the trickle down hair down. And that's just what was happening. But here's what people don't know. People don't know it. But, Rudy, fantastic hairline. I know it doesn't look it sometimes, but it's fantastic. Great color, still for his age.
Yeah.
A lot better than Joe. That's what I can tell you, Slick Joe.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on top of that guy's head.
Look, and what I can say, his brain, bush. There's nothing in there. It's nothing. I can't even compare. You know what I can compare it to? I can compare, I can contrast. That's what I can tell you. But I can compare his brain. Okay, my brain,
Yeah.
it's like a good McDonald's burger. But Joe Biden's brain, what I can tell you, it's mush.
Yeah.
Just like a Burger King burger. We know the McDonald's burgers are better than Burger King.
So much
That's what I'm saying, okay?
No, I couldn't agree more. You know what Joe Biden's brain is? That's an Impossible Burger from Burger King because it's not even real. It's not even real meat.
That's it. I didn't even say. I'm gonna write that line down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't even say. So Joe Biden, his brain, it's just like an Impossible Burger. Okay,
Right.
It's the vegans, the vegetarians. Okay, they don't even know what they're doing. That's why it's so impossible to have it made. Just like his brain, it's impossible to even there. It's
Yeah.
not even there in the first place.
Yeah, it's impossible to have any enjoyment eating that type of food.
No enjoyment at all. But that's exactly why I'm at Mar-a-Lago. I'm at the golf course. I'm at the beach in the hotel. It's fantastic. And that's what you have to do, okay? You have to take your time because I was such a great president. I'm taking my time to relax, to make myself even better for the American people.
Well, I love it. I love it, and I feel like this break, even though none of us wanted it, and like 5 Democrats that wanted this break of yours to happen.
Exactly.
I still feel like you are going to come back stronger, better, more energy. I think now people, what's going to happen here is we're really going to expose how bad the Democrats are over the next 4 years. People are going to be begging for you to come back. Save us.
The cheaters, the people, they did fraud in the election. That's what I can say.
Yep.
And I want to turn it around and ask you, Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you're in a state somewhere out over. I fly over it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
But, I think it's. Maybe it's Kansas, maybe it's one of the Dakotas, Oklahoma. No, wait, it's Nebraska, is it? Is that what it's called?
Yes, Nebraska.
Nebraska. Now I could be mistaken, but do the Democrats get any of the electoral votes from Nebraska?
Well, Nebraska has a unicameral state, so there can be a split.
Flip you. I think for some of the audience, not for me because I'm very smart.
I know that.
I'm a very smart person. You're going to need to tell us what the word means. What does that word mean?
Well, the unicameral means that even if the majority of the state goes, let's say, red,
That's a Democratic.
which it did, the whole state.
I'm not surprised.
No, the whole state went red, but the unicameral is set up to allow certain pockets of a more urban area to have their voice heard for some ridiculous reason. And if there's enough votes in that urban area,
Right.
then they can split. They can take one of the votes. But if there's like 5 electorals in Nebraska, 4 went to you, and then 1 went to that
So
mushy
one of them,
old man.
exactly. One of them, for some reason,
Yep.
because of the fraud, Michael Lindell said it, Rudy said it. So many fantastic people. They were saying all about the fraud. That's how they took the election. And you said it right there, Slim Jim. Undemocratic. They don't count all the votes. That's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing, because Nebraska was and is and always will be a red state, and now all of a sudden
Beautiful.
they're like
Beautiful red. That's what we love.
there's 2 cities here that are becoming more liberal, more shithole liberal cities
They're
by the day.
Democrat
We've got
run
liberal
cities.
mayors in these cities, and now they're convincing everyone that this is the way, this is the life, and they're trying to ruin Nebraska.
That's terrible. It's contaminated over the entire country.
I know.
That's what I've been
I
seeing.
know.
I've been seeing it more and more.
I know, and I don't know what to do about it. You can't go to places like Portland. Would you even walk into Portland tomorrow?
No, never.
Well,
Never.
yeah.
Never.
What's the point?
There's no point. All that I can say is the point is to get rid of the Democrats.
Yeah.
And to get rid of the rhinos and all those terrible people. Okay.
I couldn't agree more, Mr. President, and I can't tell you how thrilled we are to be speaking with you 2 weeks in a row, and I feel like we're making an impact here.
I've tried it. All that I can say, Slim Jim, is I've tried to talk to the American people. I've tried to tell them, Sleepy Joe,
Yeah.
He's got to go. That's what it is. He's just got to go.
He's got to go. He's got to go. And you know what? We're still holding out that you might be back in office in August, and if not, we've only got 3 short years.
We're going to see exactly. We don't know. But as I told you last week, Slim Jim, I'm not going to announce whether I'm running or not. I've made my mind up, but I'm not going to tell you. Okay.
It's okay.
I've been seeing some polls. Okay, and some of them they're fake polls. That's what I said. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're showing great things, fantastic. I'm strong, I'm smart, I'm a great leader. Okay. And I'm just not strong and smart. I'm confident. Okay? And that's what we need. We need that kind of leadership again in the White House.
Absolutely. You may be the most confident human being ever.
Listen, I try. I just do my best, and I'm just doing it for the American people. People know that. That's why they love me. Okay. I don't understand what it is with these people who don't love me. Okay. I'm making America great. Again, that's what I'm trying to do. And these people, they're stopping me. Okay. They're telling me that I'm a fraud. They're saying that I'm a racist, that I'm a bigot. I have Ben Carson. Okay. He's a great friend of mine. Okay. I have other great people. Okay. I can name them, but we don't need to go into that because I'm doing great things for the American people. That's what I've always wanted to do.
You are. Okay. I once heard you say that you are you are the least racist person anybody would ever meet.
Exactly. I don't have a racist bone in my body. That's what I can tell you.
And you did
not even the bone, not even the bone that was broken to prevent people going to Vietnam. Not even that one.
It's true. No, not that one, of course. Absolutely.
Not even. No, never.
Well, Mr. President, I thank you so much. I feel like I'm continually taking up more of your time than I have the right to do, but I'm finding that this platform might be more important for you than Tucker Carlson or
I don't know about that. Those are great people too. It might be more important. We got to see how you do. You got to grow.
Maybe I'm not quite there yet. Maybe I'm not quite there. Yeah. Okay.
But I can tell you, you have some very loyal listeners. They're going to listen in. Okay. They're going to love me speaking. telling them what to do, who to vote for, that they should be drinking their Diet Coke. Remember the Diet Coke, you're going to watch your weight every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you're drinking that instead of taking the vaccine. That's what I can tell you. But, Slim Jim, it's a pleasure to talk to you. I had a call earlier today with Rudy, with Ivanka, with Jared, with some other smart people. Okay, that's why, it took me a little bit to get onto the show. That's why, exactly. But, it's going to happen again. Maybe I'll make the announcement on your show that I'm running or not. I don't know. Who knows?
Okay.
But as I told you, I have my mind made up, and that's what matters, right? That's exactly what matters.
It is, and either way, if you run or not, we would be honored if you would make that first announcement on our show.
I could see about it. Maybe a little something needs to come my way. Maybe I need to get you up to Mar-a-Lago, be my chauffeur.
Yeah.
Okay. And we could do it live. We could do it live, and that's what you love, isn't it? You love when it's live.
Just like Bill O'Reilly.
Just like Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
You're so correct. Okay. And he was going to tell you, fantastic guy, great, bad. Okay. And he was canceled. He was canceled because of the cancel culture. And that's what's so terrible. It doesn't make sense to me why someone like Bill O'Reilly is getting canceled. Okay.
I know. It's crazy. He was a true American.
He was more than a true American. He was a patriot.
Yeah.
He was someone who called out Jon Stewart for the bullshit that he said. Okay, even though Jon Stewart, he could have had some good facts and figures. I don't know. I wasn't totally paying attention to the facts and figures, but what I can tell you is Bill O'Reilly is stronger than Jon Stewart, and that's what matters. Okay, you gotta have a strong, tall man to take out Jon Stewart.
I like. Well, let's all take out Jon Stewart and everyone else who opposes, what's good and moral and decent in this world.
Exactly. And we got to take out those people. And I might have one of them next to me. I don't know if you like to talk. Slim Jim, do you like to talk to any Democrat?
Why is there a Democrat next to you?
Well, truthfully, Slim Jim, he's an independent. Okay, I don't like to talk to him. Okay. He decided to knock on my door. I don't understand why. But he's somebody he caucuses with the Democrats. I don't understand why. Okay. There were some things I liked about him. He told the truth, unlike Hillary Clinton. That's what I can say. He told the truth, unlike Hillary, and he at least tried to be for maybe the people. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think he's walking over. I think Slim Jim, he just wants to say a word or two to you. I don't know.
Okay, let's hear it.
Slim Jim, the top 1% of the top 10% of the top 20% are taking all of the wealth, just like Donald Trump. This is unacceptable.
Well, it is unacceptable. How are we going to fight this?
Slim Jim, myself and other members in the Senate are going to pass legislation to stop this. Horrific things from happening from the Republicans.
Yeah.
Myself, Senator Bernie Sanders, will run again in 2024. And I might have a cane, but I will be okay and have a better headline than Rudy Giuliani.
It's true. And do you think if you do indeed run again, are we going to finally feel the burn?
I don't understand, Slim Jim. Have you not been feeling the burn? Everyone's been feeling the burn.
I felt the burn at a certain point, but I'm not feeling it currently.
I don't understand. Why are you not feeling the burn? Maybe it's because you are not a part of the voting bloc of 98% of voters who shop at Whole Foods but who feel guilty at shopping at Whole Foods who voted for them. Maybe are you not a part of that bloc?
It's true. It's
one of my key demographics.
Now, so if we don't shop at Whole Foods, where should we shop then?
I don't know. Maybe you shop at your local mom and pop grocery store. Maybe a Trader Joe's. I have a bunch around me. Maybe you go down to the farm and you talk to the farmer.
Yeah, those are all great ideas. I like that. So how do you then defeat Trump in 2024?
Well, Slim Jim, the threat's been my presence, and I really do not want to say that in front of him.
Well,
Don't say it. Don't say it, Bert. Don't say it. Don't say
I will not say anything.
Good. That's what I need you to do. I need you to stay quiet. Stay quiet, okay?
Is anybody going to say anything?
I can at least tell you that I will see about the run in 2024 if I am still alive after the heart attack, after AOC takes over the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. But I do not know.
I do not know either. I think it's going to be, it gets increasingly difficult each year. When did you have a heart attack?
Well, thank you, Slim Jim, for not knowing. As many people were aware, I know that Hillary Clinton and other people remember this very well, but I think it was around the time of the Nevada caucus when I had a heart attack. And people were saying that I was too old to run. But give me a break. I am trying to help the people. That's what I've been doing. You can see me running memes in GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to call them.
Well, I'd probably call them GIFs.
Okay,
GIF,
and that is your prerogative.
GIF is a peanut butter.
Maybe you're right. I haven't had peanut butter in a while. I have just been living on Raisin Bran cereal. Okay? At my old age, that's all that I can eat. Raisin Bran.
Well, I mean, there are probably worse ways to live and eat. So I like Raisin Bran. Well, what's the problem?
I've seen my grandchildren. Have you seen this generation? They're living not even on cereal.
Well, your grandchildren are probably my age.
No, not at all.
How old are your grandchildren?
That's a great question. Maybe I should ask my son or my other son. I can't recall. I've been too busy working for the people.
That's true. You've
for
been
Medicare for all, for college for all, for marijuana for all. I forgot that one has not come out yet, but maybe soon.
I didn't realize that was on your platform, but you're considering it.
It has been considered by people in my orbit, but I have yet to fully announce. I don't know if you saw Slim Jim, but I had a good interview with a reporter a few weeks ago.
I did not catch that. I'm sorry.
So Slim Jim.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you did not catch it. It was a good interview. It was with the cannabis reporter of, I forget whatever the hell it was called, Times, I think.
High Times?
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But it was a good publication. And this person was the cannabis reporter. Now they started to ask me a question, and I asked them back, do you have to be high to work as a cannabis reporter? Are you stoned right now?
What did they say?
They said it is not a job required.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's good.
It is.
You can't force people to get high.
You know, you can force people whatever you want to do. You know, you can force them.
Shut up.
Well,
But I just want to force. I want to just tell the American people, I'm going to force you to not have critical race theory in schools. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, it's a lot better.
Any response to that, Mr. Sanders?
No, because this man is a maniac. He's a fascist.
Would you box Donald Trump inside a boxing ring?
I don't know if I would. That man, he might have something up his sleeve, that I can say.
He would fight dirty, wouldn't he?
He would fight more than dirty. He would fight with multiple other people in the ring.
It's probably true. Well, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Trump, I can't thank the both of you enough
Thank you
for
so
coming
much.
on the show tonight. It's been illuminating.
You know, I try to be illuminating. You know, I'm a very smart guy, very intelligent. I have a big brain.
Shut up, Mr. Trump.
You know, I don't care, Senator Sanders. I don't care for you. You know, you are from Vermont. Nobody knows about Vermont. That's what I can tell you. That's what I can say. But thank you, Slim, Jimmy Slim, whatever we're gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a great time. It could be a fantastic time. You know, let me just ask you before we hit up. How many viewers do you have right now? Have I increased the views? Have I gotten more people? How many Americans are we talking to?
Well, you want the real numbers or the skewed numbers?
Well, what you got to tell me is you got to say it without the voter fraud and with the voter fraud. That's what I could say.
Okay. Well, without voter fraud, we've got 4. With voter fraud, we're looking at about 800,000.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. To the 800,000 American people, you know, I don't know, there could be some illegals in there, I don't know. But to those great patriots, continue to fight for the people, fight for the true Americans, okay? That's what I'm trying to do. That's what Slim Jim is trying to do. You know, he's giving me the time. He's giving me the time of day. That's what someone can do for you. And that's what he's doing for me. Thank you, Slim Jim. Again, I need to get my McDonald's, okay? You know, maybe I'm going to, maybe this time I'm going to stop for a Frosty and Wendy's. I don't know. I think that's what Senator Sanders likes. I think he likes Frosty.
Chocolate Frosty.
No. That's for Joe Biden.
That's true.
Senator Sanders. Let me tell you, Slim Jim. You don't know it. You don't know it unless you ask Jane, but Senator Sanders, very vanilla. That's what I can say. That's what I can tell you.
He is a little vanilla. I couldn't agree with you more. Again, thank you for calling. It means so much to all of us.
Of course, Slim Jim. Okay, can I have a number 4?
And there you go. So it's just amazing. My goodness. And then Dalton tried to call 15 times during that conversation with Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders. Dalton, the phone line is open now. Let's see. There's a little bit of a chat going on. And a little Diesel saying, glad to be catching this. Excuse me, sir. Why was I not on the calling list? I should call you. Okay, Diesel. Give me a second here. We got Dalton. Dalton's been trying desperately to get in. Drive by Night Show. What's up, Dalton?
What's up?
Not much. I tried to call you earlier, and then that guy, the Donald Trump, called again, and you know how that goes.
I didn't ask him where my check was.
Well, I could have, but I don't know if he'd have a good answer because he's not the president anymore.
Yeah, I know.
You need to talk to the current person in the White House.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good to hear. What's been going on?
Just the normal shit.
Okay. Well, I moved over from TikTok here.
I know. I seen that video.
Okay. Well, they shut me down. So it's like, but you know, it's hard because there were so many people on. Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
You can ask me any question.
Would you be willing to, if I could help hook you up with, what is it called? I forgot what they're called. Because I know one that would actually be love to help you get an actual TV show. What are they called? Shit.
A producer?
No, not a producer.
An agent?
An agent.
Okay.
Would you be willing to do it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me see what I can do for you.
All right.
I would love to see you on TV one day.
I would too. Show them, like, you know, some of those old TikTok episodes that I did. Point them.
Hey,
Yeah.
I laugh. You know, when you were talking to him the first time, I wasn't talking to you, by the way. I had people in my own chat.
Oh, okay. No worries. I wasn't worried about it. It was fine. It was just like the first time that we tried that too. But the bummer is, though, that part of you on there got recorded on TikTok, but since they ended my stream, they just deleted that video. So I don't have any access of that video of you and I together. But you can join in on Instagram the same way that you did on TikTok.
Yes. Do you want me to do that right now?
Go for it.
Okay.
And then yeah.
Send a request. There you go.
All right, let's see what okay, here we go. And we're going live here.
I see me popping up. Let's see you.
I hit it. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. There you are. There you are. Well, you know, you can do it. It's easier for people to hear you when you're on the phone.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So there you go. So what do you got going on in the background? Like a strobe light?
Yeah, no, it's okay, I'm gonna hang up on the phone.
All right. There's a lot of feedback or something going on there.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
I'm gonna hang up on the phone.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, it says yeah. YouTube doesn't show what's happening. No, I hear you. It doesn't, and that's the problem with going live on these different platforms. You know, because it's like, what does this YouTube thing even look like anyway? I just look like I'm kind of floating in space. You know, I think this dash cam stinks. What?
About me being up here, though?
No. They're saying that they can't see you on YouTube. They can only see you on Instagram. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, but I think that stuff on here is when I'm up, you can't see your phone number.
I know. No, that's kind of a problem. So maybe I need to figure out a way to reposition the phone number. I just don't know where else I would put it, though, when I'm in this sort of headspace, you know.
Because there's only 2 people in here.
Oh, I know. I know. And that's what I'm saying. That's why it's been kind of difficult since moving from TikTok, where there's just people all over the place.
Are you still able to post?
I can post on TikTok. I just can't go live.
Okay. This is what I want you to do.
All right.
As you have time, go on TikTok.
Yeah.
Tell everyone. Like, make sure everyone can hear you. Like I'll even go there and share it to my people.
Okay.
And tell them that you're here.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, I made a video that I was here, and you said you saw that, right?
That was on YouTube. So.
No, I made a video on TikTok that said but yeah, it's there. It just didn't get that many views, but it's there.
Then it got taken down because I didn't see it. I was just on your TikTok.
No, it didn't get taken down. It's up. It's fine, and I'll be able to go live there again in like a couple of weeks, and I'll go live and do some other stuff on there. Just I won't put my phone number up, though. You know.
Yeah. You should change your TikTok, your phone number, not phone number, but your message.
It's a good idea. Thank you. I was gonna do that, and then I totally forgot. So you're absolutely right. I need to change the message.
Says on TikTok.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
Yeah, I get it. No, you're right. Well, good deal. What can you give us a tour of your room?
No, because it's a mess.
Oh, all right. Oh yeah, I can't see that much anyway because that light's just blinking and going crazy back there.
It's because I was on TikTok earlier and I do dance. I dance for live.
You dance on your lives?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I gotta go. Oh, and you put that mask on. Okay. I see.
And I do like the robot type dancing where you move, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
And I
Faster.
just bought. I'm gonna start doing some giveaways. I bought this so I can put
What-
names in it.
Yeah.
It's a big.
What-
Mini book.
What are you gonna give away?
I'm thinking about just going to Five and Below and buying like a lot of different.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen my shirt.
Your shirt's coming. It's
No,
coming.
it's nothing.
It's coming. It's gotta they gotta make it, and then it'll come here, and then I gotta go take it to the post office. It'll take a few days, but it'll get there. It's just sort of it's got to go through like 3 different places.
And your shirt also says TikTok.
I know, but I can change that pretty easy because it's just the design. I didn't print off a bunch of these shirts. They're just made to order, so I can change the design pretty easy. But I don't know where my permanent home is at this point, as I'm still trying to figure it all out.
So, if I were to help you get a show, would I be a part of it?
Yeah, if you help me to get a show and it's a real show, you may as well just be my sidekick on the darn thing.
No.
Oh, well, all right. How about a special guest every now and then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, so yeah, no, there would definitely be a place for you somewhere on there. So yeah, do your magic. Do your thing. Get this thing figured out.
I'm thinking about doing. I do cosplay. I do care. You know how I was doing those voices? I
Yeah.
actually do cosplay where I dress as the characters.
Okay. Well,
I dressed as. Let's say one show I come in as name a character from the show.
name a character from a TV show that you're gonna cosplay.
No, just name something.
Just name something. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I'll dress as Spider-Man.
Okay.
Be on the show and learn his voice.
Okay. So you that would be fine. I would be okay with you being Spider-Man then.
Impersonating.
Yeah.
Not. Basically, it is impersonating.
Okay. I think that would be fun to do a bunch of different.
What is that? The late night show, whatever it's called. There was people like that did that before his show. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Which show? Say that one more time.
The late night show.
Yeah.
He had
I mean, there's been a bunch of people that have done it, but
the person from he had a person act like the guy that did it on the moon, Neil Armstrong.
yeah.
He had a guy come on that looked like him. That wasn't him though.
Oh. Okay.
And did a little skit.
So that's what you want to do? You want to be Neil Armstrong?
No. I was just saying, like, do something like that. Do like a little skit.
I see.
Have little for your show.
I see. I you know what?
Give me a foot in the door for me being
Yeah.
because I want to be an actor or an actor one day.
Okay.
That'll give me a foot in the door, right?
Absolutely. It's all great, and yeah, you know, any exposure is good exposure, and who knows, we could both get acting roles offered to us after this. That'd be kind of fun, right? Or not? Are you there, Dalton?
No, I'm here. I'm reading the comments.
What are they saying?
The voice in the room are.
It's all right. The vibes.
I don't know.
Saying the vibes in the room are seriously just a huge mood. I'd be vibing out all the time. They're saying that your room itself is just a big vibe. Because look, they're just like they're tripping out on your room. and all the goodness, like flickering
I
and
can stay one color, but I can't find my remote.
oh, is okay. And so there's different options for that thing.
Yeah, I have a remote, but it's not the right remote.
Okay, so you don't know where the remote is. This is great.
This
Oh, there it is.
This is one that is broken.
Oh.
There's all different colors.
Well, how many remotes do you have for that thing?
I have like 20 because I used to have 20 of those things.
Oh, wow.
They broke.
You had 20 of them?
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever have them all going at one point?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I had them all around my room that one.
that's pretty cool.
But I got in trouble for having them up by my landlord, so I had to take them down. And he doesn't even know that I have that one up.
Oh, okay. Why would you get in trouble for having a light in your room?
Because how they were stuck to the wall, but that one is.
Oh, I see.
Has tabs. There's little tabs that because the other ones ripped.
Yeah, the paint off. I that sticky stuff is too. It's too much. I know what you mean. So, but a tack is okay. That's acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Because you can fill a hole. You can just fill that little itty bitty hole, but he doesn't want us painting the walls.
Yeah.
So we can't over the ripped paint.
I get it. No, I understand. Makes sense.
Because the other thing we're allowed to have are, hold on, let me turn the camera on, are those little hooks.
Okay, so the hooks are okay. Hooks and tacks are acceptable. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you can take those off without running the wall.
I understand. And your landlord is, how long have you lived at this particular place?
I've been here since last October.
Okay, so
And I'm actually sometime this month.
and well, that's right. Weren't you going to move to Overland Park?
No, that's not a thing anymore.
Okay, so where are you thinking about moving to?
Just down the street too, because I'm in a group home. We have like 6 other homes.
I see. So, but you're going to stay in Manhattan.
Yes.
And are you okay with that, or do you what do you think? No.
I want to leave Kansas. I don't want to be here.
I understand.
But I can't just leave because I'm still part of the state.
I get it. So when do you think the soonest you could leave the state would be?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, I guess you just make the best of it, I suppose.
The state, I already know where. I already have a place to go. I'm going to Maine.
Oh, you're going to go to Maine. Who do you know in Maine?
Family.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds pretty good. You ever been there? You been to Maine?
Nope.
Oh.
Never left Kansas.
You've never that's right. I think we had this conversation once that you've actually never left Kansas.
Never stayed in another state.
Dalton, you gotta get out of there immediately.
Yeah, I've been to other states. I've just never lived in another state.
Oh, okay, that's different. You made it sound like you never even left the state of Kansas for a second.
I have, because I've been to Missouri. Missouri is basically Kansas.
Yeah, it's just right next door. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to Beaver, Oklahoma.
Okay.
I've been to Ohio.
Oh, where at in Ohio? Cleveland?
What? What did you say?
Where at in Ohio?
Oh, the main city.
Cleveland.
Cleveland, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
I've also been to where you are.
Oh, you've been to what? Omaha?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Well, that's something,
actually,
right?
No, actually, yes, I have lived in Nebraska though.
Oh.
I just remembered because when I was a baby, I don't like when I was real little.
I see.
But since I'm grown, like since I was Probably for a year I lived there.
Okay.
That doesn't even count because I wasn't.
I mean, it counts.
There. No, it can't. No, it didn't count because I was there against my will.
Oh, well, but you were like a baby. Do you have like any will when you're really a baby?
No.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it counts. Yeah. Someone's saying, "Damn, Dalton, those lights." They're commenting.
I can't really turn it off unless I plug it. Then when I plug it in, I have to find the remote to turn them off.
Oh.
Turn them back on.
Okay. Well, I think everybody likes the lights. I think that comment is positive.
Is that a positive comment or a like turn them off type comment?
I think it's positive, but I guess we'll let Nick speak for themselves. You know. Oh, that's better. You know, I think the part of the problem was you were moving the phone around. I think that was giving it the illusion that it's more like hectic than it really is. Maybe not. You know, it's like a Lars von Trier movie or something. Anyway.
I don't have a stand for my phone. Right now my phone's in my bucket.
Oh, it's in the bucket?
Yeah.
Okay. Your response to that is half and half. That's your response to.
What is the bucket? Ice.
And then there's Kitty was throwing out. There should be a flash warning on this live video. I think from the angle looks odd, but I'm sure in the room it's cool. Okay. Yeah, you are kind of shooting at a weird angle.
Yes, I know.
Dalton.
As soon as I get moves, I'm gonna have actual setup for when I go live.
Yeah. Well, see, Dalton, you need a fill light. You see what this is? This is a fill light. See how it brings my face out? Your face is in a silhouette right now because you've got only a light behind you. You got to get a light in front of you as well.
Yeah, I'm planning on getting actually one of those ring lights.
Yeah, I got one of those up here. I got a ring light up top of me in my visor, and that's what brings my face out. So that's what you need.
Yeah.
Are you reading the chat?
No, yeah, I'm trying to, but I have reading disabilities, so I can't really read it that well.
Oh, okay.
I think okay, you already said that one. I think fun.
Yeah.
What?
President. I think the president would be a fan of your light. Is what they're saying.
Which president?
Donald Trump. The guy who I was on the phone with for a half an hour, Donald Trump. They're saying, I think Donald Trump would be a fan of your light. Okay.
This one's saying, Dalton needs to ask the president about the stimulus.
Let's see here. Okay, Dalton needs to ask the president about the stimulus. Yeah. About your stimulus.
I never got any of them.
Well, I'm telling you, they were pretty nice when they came. It was just opened up the mailbox and it was just.
If I had the stimulus, I'd probably have a nice setup.
Yeah. Well, what? Yeah. What do you got now? What do you watch TV on?
I don't know. The TV that I have is the people that I live with. They are letting me use their.
Oh, it's their TV.
The only thing that I own in my room that's actually electronic is my phone.
Yeah.
My laptop and my Xbox.
Oh, you got a few things. Then that's not too bad. Well, what do you play your Xbox on? Oh. They're asking where does Dalton live? Dalton live. Yeah, Dalton lives in the middle of Kansas. Manhappiness. They call it the Little Apple.
The Little Apple.
That's right. Go down to Aggieville and get yourself a cold beer, and a burger.
Actually, just was in Actonville yesterday.
Okay. How was it there yesterday?
Got shit faced.
Oh, you got shit faced. I like it. It sounds all right to me. Car guys. What LOL? What's the LOL? I don't know. But there is a car pulling behind me right now. So if there's a little drama for you, but you can't really tell that it's even back there. A little light right there, but that's about it. Anyway, I thought one of them was Nick. Guess not. No, maybe the president could fly you both to Mar-a-Lago. That would be great. Would you go to Mar-a-Lago and hang out with Donald Trump, Dalton?
You already know my answer.
You totally would go. What would you really do if Donald Trump wanted to like spend like an hour with you? What would you talk about with him?
I can't say anything because I could get thrown in jail.
I don't know. I think you're going to be okay. I really don't think that anybody's listening to you and I right now. I think we're okay. Besides like people that, want to listen to it. Hello?
I'm here. I'm still reading.
But you can't be reading the chat, though. You got to be reacting to what I'm saying.
Okay, fine. I won't read the chat. I'll turn you off on my side.
I'm just saying, this is what keeps the show moving forward. We can't have any dead air. Dead air is just the worst.
So.
Yes.
So, what do you think? What if I were to say yes to what that person asked?
Okay.
Would you do it?
Would I go to Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump?
Yeah, or anywhere.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Okay.
I mean, if he's paying for it, you know how ridiculous it would be.
Let's say he comes and picks you up tomorrow morning. You two come straight to pick me up.
Yeah.
And he took us there, and he spent all day with us. He gave us, if we went to any store, he let us buy anything.
Yeah.
I would definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you? It would be like, it's the craziest thing. You could tell that story for years. Be a lot of fun. You know, a lot of.
I read the chat real fast.
All right, you're getting addicted to this. You're getting addicted to the chat here, Dalton. Says no. I'm talking about the New York car guy. Oh, Kitty, I talked to the New York car guy earlier tonight. Donald J. Trump might be got to be live like Bill O'Reilly. That's right. I nominate me or Nick as the next caller. Sounds good. Did she ask or are you smart? Kitty, you can call in anytime you want. I'm not even on the phone with Dalton. Dalton's just part of the live going on here. But you the phone line is open right now, so anybody can call. Hope you remember the number. It's 402-853-8436. And the question is, did she ask or are you smart? Ha 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 ha. There you go. I don't know. But but yeah, phone line's open. And let me just see if I can find you. I don't even know if I ever saved your number, Kitty, but I know like what it is. I know it's. Well, I called you and then somebody else answered the phone and I didn't know what to do with that information. Oh. Oh, well, she asked me who I was and I said I was the Drive By Night Show. Okay, so now we're getting a call from Kitty Ray here. Drive By Night Show. What's going on?
Hi. Oh my God, I know. I actually called you.
Yeah.
When you said that the line was open, but I guess he called at the same time, and then the voicemail is still my husband. So he's like, "You reached House Diesel."
Oh, okay. So there you go. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So how do you think everything's going tonight? It's a little slower than, or it's a lot slower than the whole TikTok.
You know, I swear, you need to just like now combine.
Yeah. So yeah. So
for sure.
So if I can get live on, let's say, I don't know, at least 5. I feel like 5's my minimum number of platforms to go live on at the same time. We could potentially recreate the weirdness that was happening on TikTok.
Definitely. But now, okay, the thing is that, you know, whoever you have on the phone before our, you know, I guess our president, who still thinks it's our president.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Called.
He's amazing.
I'm like, Biden is sleeping, but we get it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we're good.
He is like,
you know, yeah.
He's like so into character though. Like he just he doesn't break that character at all. It's really amazing.
No, not at all. No, I think it's a really good addition. It's really funny.
Yeah.
TikTok always gives you, like, I don't know who you're talking to that was talking about Twitch, and I didn't mention it. Twitch gives you, I think, maybe a better platform because you can gather all the crazy there. Yeah.
Well, it's like this show, and you know, you've watched it enough. Like this show works best when we've got a mixture of, you know, people that want to call in and have a conversation, and then people that want to call in and they don't want to have a conversation. If that makes sense.
Real quick, I would like to say hi to Dalton. I don't know, but I cannot hear if, you know, they are talking.
Yeah.
So that was another thing real quick before we jump into what you're saying. It's a whole different setup that you have going on.
I know.
But the caller earlier I started listening, they did say the whole thing of you being in the car is really, really interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it is kind of interesting. I think, but it looks weird. Like I'm looking at it on YouTube, and I'm definitely gonna have to go look at like the live replay and whatever. But I'm like, we're working on setting up the camera. I feel like it's just all blue and it looks just kind of weird, and it doesn't look like anything I would want to call it. It looks kind of creepy. Whereas like, you know, the Instagram live and the TikTok live, like they sort of had this like uniform to them. They sort of like, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't want to shit on you, but I mean that is actually a very good point.
Yeah.
You want something that's appealing to the eye.
Agreed. And it looks good on my phone, I feel like, but this whatever I've got going on YouTube, I do not think is appealing.
Well, hey, I mean, it's good that you're watching the playbacks because now you're, you know, I mean, we're, you know, biggest critic, so
yeah,
it's really, really good.
Well,
that's actually a very good point.
for real. It'll give me something to work on this week, you know, amongst other things. But you know, it's like this is kind of the test run tonight to you know, it's like I know how to do the show. I've been doing the show for 6 months, but it's like it's just different. It's new. But I think it's okay. I think it's going to take a minute.
You're doing good. And like the other guy said as well, that you still have your quote unquote regular people, you know, your followers that keep up with like where you're going to go, what you're going to do. I messaged you on TikTok and I was like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And you're like, I got banned for this and that. And then I sent you this not this whole message. I was like, I got banned too. And then you're like, okay, cool. I'll try it. I was like, what? So I'm just going to,
Oh, maybe I should go read the message again then. Maybe I didn't read. Maybe I didn't read. Like, you know what? You know what I think it was?
I lost my leg the other day. And you're like, okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
No.
Exactly. No, my bad. I think I was flustered, like when I got dumped off that thing.
You're good. good. I can only imagine like the amount of messages that you get as well. Like,
Yeah.
let's not forget your TikTok page is pretty poppin'.
It is pretty hopping. And you know what? After that second live got dumped, I did get a number of messages from people like asking me what was
For
going
sure.
on. And I think like when I like opened it up, I was just kind of like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I felt like I was kind of in half shock or if
Overwhelmed for sure with different emotions. I can only imagine. I mean, your run on TikTok was hopefully it's not, over like you said, maybe something more appealing, something more like not in your face, like with a number. Yeah, I mean, it was cool, dude. I posted a video of my brother trying to kill a bug in the bathtub, and then they're like they're my older brothers, and I'm sorry, my younger brothers, but not that young, with outer shirts, and they were in basketball shorts, and they were trying to kill a bug, and one of the bugs like crawled on one of their arms, so I freaked out.
Yeah.
And then so I got blocked like twice for nudity.
Nudity.
And I was like, oh my god, yeah. And then it was like the first one was just like a violation. The second one was that, and it was like what? I mean, I feel like they're becoming a little bit cut, bro.
I feel like they are too. I've seen
without double checking the content.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, my live streams had some pretty good numbers on it, and clearly I got like a decent amount of followers too. But it just made me it just made me feel like just another number. It's like, well what's the point of like building this thing up to a certain degree if you're just going to shut me off without like investigating any further with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel like I get it. It's their app, and I'll play by the rules. Like I'm not like a hater like that. Like, oh, screw you. This is America. We can do whatever we want. I'm not like that at all. It's their application, and I get it if they don't want me doing a certain thing on there. I just wish they would have the courtesy, just to like a actual person, like send me a message and be like, hey, you know what? You can't do this. We like you on here. We want you to stay here, but you just can't do this certain thing.
Yeah.
Rather than just getting shut off by like a bot,
So like you also said that, the point of the live show was that things are not scripted. Things will happen left and right out of nowhere. You are never going to be able to control that.
Right.
But, you did also mention that, like, there's kids, there's, younger people.
Yeah.
Which I get. But at the same time, like, you do have so many followers and so many people on the live that, like you said, there shouldn't be a bot. There should be somebody reviewing that and seeing how many people are present for when you speak to people.
That
on the line.
Yeah, that just like a little common courtesy like that would have been appreciated. It would have been welcomed, and then I could at least talk with a person and say, well, what are your ideas? What should I do to make this?
Definitely.
But it's like at this point, I feel like if I go live again, next week, put the number up there on TikTok, I feel like then like they might just delete my whole account. And that part to me was like, I can't just have that account.
Talking to my husband about that because I only have a couple hundred.
Yeah.
And that is nothing compared to what you have. And I was like, I was already sweating bullets when they're like, you violate another thing on our community guideline, then you're out. And then I was like, wait, no.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I made too many TikTok friends. I don't have everyone's numbers or something. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, like, what do I do?
No, and that was my thing
so
too.
I can only imagine, like, you feel like with that thing, like, I don't think you have a decent platform. So, and it takes time out of your day. I know you do it because it gives you joy. I'm sure that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But it also takes work. So I don't think everybody understands that.
It does take work, and it's like my Thursday.
It sounds silly, like you're not just sitting there being like, okay, live,
No, my Thursday is very hectic because like I get up and I plan because I put up a new TikTok video every Thursday, and then I put up a new YouTube video every Thursday, and then I do this show for 3 hours, and it's like, when it's all said and done, like my Thursday, I'm working on like video content for
yeah.
6 to 8 hours of
For
that
sure.
day. And it's like, I like to do it. It's not that I'm like, oh, I'm expecting anything from
Oh,
people. Like, I enjoy doing it truthfully, but it's like, yeah, this isn't just something that I can just throw together in like 10 minutes and just be like,
Yeah,
yeah, there you
I
go. It's
know.
done. You know, it does take a lot of time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know that. Yeah, that's just.
So that
Oh man.
so that was my fear, like putting in all that time on that TikTok channel and then going back onto it, doing one last live, and then just having that, just a robot just deleting the channel, and then they're like no way to actually like contact anybody and get the thing like reinstated, because I've known like a couple people that had their entire channels just like disappeared, like they're
Wiped
just
out.
gone,
Yeah, for
just
sure.
gone.
Enough of the thing, guys. Just real quick.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well,
Yeah.
too bad, so sad, and then it's gone.
And
And, it's
then
like,
there's like,
all the hours that
Yep.
you put in
Yep.
into like building this stuff, putting in good work, putting on good content, because like you said, nobody can just like slap, like anybody can just slap videos together or whatever. But I mean, it takes like
Yep.
you know, hey, like some
Yep.
fun, some of your personality, like you're out there, just there.
yeah, totally. It's just not that easy. Like if it were that easy, you know, the thing really wouldn't even exist. Like you got to have the cream rises to the top, like, you know, lack of a better metaphor, you know. But it was like, yeah, but it was like I was just frightened to have like just these hundreds of hours, at least, if not more, of work that I put into that channel over the last year and a half. You know, I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like if they don't want me to like do this, don't put my phone number. I can't force them into like letting me put my phone number up there. Like they're just gonna say, no, we gave you warnings. Now you're just out of here. So here we are, and this is fine. And it's like I was saying like early in the show, I think when I first started the show, that it was like this thing though. It should have started out like this, where I started out with 3, 4, 5, 6 people, whatever, watching the thing, and then I grew the show slowly. The thing with TikTok was it almost made it like too easy in a weird way.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The algorithm, like, I found your page just scrolling, and then it's like, oh, a live.
Right.
And then it's like you have so many people, and I was like, ooh, what's this? And I was asking the chat, and I was like, oh, what's this? And they're like, oh, it's a calling. I was like, I know, but like, how? How do you call? Like, what? You know, I'm like, I know I see the freaking number right from my face, but like, what? Like, what is this? They're like, no, it's like a live. You can call in. And I was like, oh my God, you know, and that's what captivated me. I was like, oh my God, they call and be like, hey, like a weirdo, you know. You feel just like the rush of calling in.
You do, and then that's what like was magnetic about it, and it made it work. And like I said though, it was like I didn't even have to necessarily try. I didn't even have to promote. I didn't have to like work hard on it. In that sense, I would just show up, turn this camera on at 8 o'clock, put up my number up there, and the phone would start ringing. And it was like, how is this even possible? And then now that it was, and now that I did it for 6 months, now I'm like, can I ever recreate that somewhere else? Or was this just like this fluky weirdo thing that lasted for 6 months and will never quite be what it was? You know, I just don't know.
This is an insane euphoric moment, but I think you definitely do it. You know, it doesn't just happen. Well, I mean, like you said, I know that it made it easy for you, but at the same time, you do have people that keep coming back.
Yeah.
So whether they're there for a little bit or, you know, if they're at work or something, like they'll listen to you. So, yeah, I mean, again, you should just do good Twitch. I'm just going to throw it up.
No, I love it. No, I want it. I want Twitch bad.
You have to. You have to, you know, I know it's a setup, but I mean, maybe you might be able to, I mean, oh man, I don't know. Like, I know that your card setup is cool.
Yeah. Well, what else would I do? How else? But see, like, I don't know how to get like the phone conversations to be able to be heard. Like, they just work so well through my car speakers. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I know, but hey, a good pair of headsets
Yeah.
won't hurt you to just try. Keep the receipt just in case.
No, I get it. I'm just trying to figure out like the logistics or everything, like how people can hear the phone calls happening, and that's how I like came up with this idea in the first place. Is that people could hear, the phone calls through my car speakers. Yeah, we'll go through the speaker, through the phone, through the computer, wherever, and that's what makes this like call-in thing work. And it's like, there's got to be another way to do that as well. I just don't necessarily know what it is.
Yeah, there's definitely different programs for that, but I mean, I kind of get it because it does kind of take away from like, oh, you calling in, physically, like.
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit harsh, but I mean, there's definitely programs. I think whoever calls it before me, he was giving you like all these tips. Like, what does he do? Is he a regular caller?
This is just his second week. Honestly, he called in last week right before I got shut off, and now he's called in again. So he just jumped in last week. Honestly.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, he's kind of giving good insight. But again, I'm not like listening to live stream. I don't know if you've had callers, but I don't want, Yeah,
I haven't had anybody random call tonight. It's been all people that have called before.
Oh man, I mean, come on, guys, let's get it.
But that's the thing. That's
let's go.
No, I know, but that was the beauty of TikTok, because it would constantly throughout that 3 hours, somebody would pop on at 9:45, happen to see it on their live. They're like, "What the hell is this?" They would just call the number randomly, But I'm not getting that right now. I'm not just getting this shown to like random people. So it's like,
dude, you're gonna thrive. I swear, you're gonna thrive. Like, no way you're gonna flop. You've already made a really good account on TikTok. I swear, like that is actually. I know that we're reminiscing on the bad thing. We're like, oh yeah, we would watch the numbers go up and down, but dude, no, you don't lie. Twitch is like the home for the random. Like we are just here. We're just like, yeah, we're just living life. Like, what's this, dude?
I like it. I love it. Well, I mean, I'm making that solemn promise and vow to you that that's my big goal for this week. So I'm gonna say.
And hey, you're gonna survive, because this whole time you've been on live, my cat and I have been trying to kill this fly.
Oh.
In our kitchen.
I love it.
And we, if the fly survives, then come on.
That's true.
You better survive, because I've been throwing my cat across the kitchen. I'm like, you better fucking get it.
I love it.
And the fly is still alive. So.
No, I'll survive.
It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I mean, if the fly survives, come on, like I'll literally cry.
I've been doing creative endeavors in my life since the beginning. Truthfully, it's just kind of who I am. It's just kind of built into me. So you name it. I mean, I've been a painter, I've been a writer, I've been a filmmaker, I've been, it just goes on and on and on. These things that I've done throughout my life, and then now this is just an extension.
Has this been from like when you were like, say, before 18, like in your teens?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even before, like I knew it when I was like preteen, but I didn't know how to necessarily like express it as well until I became like 12, 13, and then it started like making a lot more sense of, I can do these things. I can like say stuff.
Definitely. You need to put up a video of like who you are. I literally have much about that too, because I always pop up onto someone's page and I want to see like, who the hell are you? I'm like, why do you get these viewers?
Yeah, that's
like, what are you doing? Like, what the hell? Like,
no, I love that idea. I really do. And it's like, and if you notice, like watching the show, like I give very small bits about like who I really am.
Do.
And that's okay.
I when a girl is like, oh, you're so hot, and you're like, oh my god, somebody get his girlfriend. Like, where is she?
Yeah.
Don't drag this girl.
Right, but I don't know. Like I am private to a degree, even though it's like,
Definitely.
but even though like I don't care about like coming on here and putting my face and talking, like it doesn't bother me. Like I'm not nervous about it.
See, have you mentioned that before, that you have been a very creative person?
No, I believe this is the first time that I've said
Hey,
that.
highlight reel.
There you go. No, I like it.
There you go.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
come on, you have to let the people know who you are too.
okay,
To a
that's fair.
certain extent.
No, I know you got to keep a little mystery though as well.
Oh,
you
for
know.
sure. Yeah.
But that's just life. We learn that as we get older, is that mystery can be on your
Oh
side.
my gosh! First of all, stop saying the word old, because somebody said like they called you an old man. They were like, yeah, you're an older man, but I don't even do anything bad to like younger people. And I was like, and you're like, yeah, true. And I was like, oh my god. Please.
No, I know I'm older, and that's fine, and especially like on a place like TikTok.
No,
but
well, okay, now let us.
but I'm not out of touch.
Because you're not old.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not out of touch. I know what's going on. I pay attention, and it's like I'll go toe to toe with any kid who wants to come out here and talk junk with me either. It's like, and I've made friends that way too, because it's just like, I'll talk some crap.
I mean, hey, I've heard a couple of people say Candace, and then they break down, and you're like, oh yeah, Candace.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh wait, man, my joke's gonna go as planned. Like, yeah, I know.
yeah, I know. But they got to realize, like, I was that person that they were at one point. I used to love prank calling people when I was younger. It was like one of my favorite things to do.
Did you ever get in serious trouble though?
No, because we didn't have caller ID or anything like that when I was prank calling, so nobody knew who you were. They would have no way of finding out who you were. It was brilliant.
But when there was an ID card, did you like learn those star 67 too?
That didn't exist either.
Right.
It didn't exist either.
What?
Yeah, this was in a time period when there were busy signals. There wasn't even call waiting. Like, you didn't even have that stuff. So you would just pick up a phone book and just open it up and just start dialing numbers, and you would get people at their homes and just give them the business all day long. It's fun. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
And like I said, there was no repercussions to it.
Great.
Nobody ever. Nobody ever knew who you were. So I guess, but my point is just saying, it's like, I was doing prank calls a long time ago, so they're fun to me.
The only thing that I was able to do was that the living room phone was connected to my room phone.
Yeah.
Said like, slowly pick up the phone to listen to like what everybody was talking.
Oh yeah. That's great. That was great fun.
I mean, hey, that was some good gossip. I was like, shit, he did what?
Yeah. You'd have to be real stealth about picking up that phone, otherwise people would hear you on.
Oh, they can hear it.
What I would do,
a couple times.
I learned a little trick. It's useless now because landlines don't exist anymore. But what you would do is you would unplug the phone out of the wall, then pick it up off the receiver, and then plug it into the wall. Boom! They would never know that you were there, because they wouldn't hear it.
Wow.
They wouldn't hear it being picked up off of the the platform or whatever it was.
I'm telling everyone.
You can tell everybody.
I'm gonna be like, wow, we were so fucking stupid. Where'd you learn that?
I don't know, because I used to pick it up and like listen to my sister on the phone like all the time, and she'd hear me and I'd be all pissed off. And then one day, for some reason, I just unplugged it, then plugged it back in. She had no idea I was there. And I was like, this is the magic trick.
And that is so funny. That is so smart of you. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever told your sister?
I'll tell her tomorrow.
Okay, well, let me find your sister right now. Oh, hell no.
The good thing is she won't care now, because it's been a long time, But yeah.
No. She probably doesn't even want to ask you what you've even heard on her phone call.
Well, I probably won't even remember half of it. But most of it was just either her, talking to some boy that she liked, or just talking to her girlfriends about boys that they liked. probably was about all that was going on in those conversations.
Oh, man.
You know,
Oh, man.
the good old days.
Yeah, right. You'll tell your sister. But all right.
Yeah.
Watch her find this episode. Eventually, or now, or tomorrow.
I'll make a clip of this and send it to my sister. What do you think about that?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, she'll
yes.
love it. She'll love it. And she'll, yeah.
Please.
But I think it was like, I think my mother at one point, she was talking with somebody. My sister was on the phone talking with somebody. And my mother was really like concerned about what was going on in the call. And she's like, I'm going to pick up the phone and just listen. I was like, no, Mom. Let me show you the right way to do it. And I actually, for some reason, showed that trick to my mom. And then she probably used it against me after that.
But I bet she was still using it for her own purposes.
It's true. And my mother's probably upset that landlines.
But then how did you like hang up?
You'd wait for them to hang up. Wait for them just to hang up.
Oh my God. So you were telling me you guys are just like literally waiting.
Yeah. Or you know, if you got tired of it, just set the phone down and let it just sit there. You know what I mean?
Stop.
Well, I think you could probably, and I may have done this too. I think you could just unplug it again, then hang it up and then plug it back in. And then nobody ever knows that you're there. So there you go. There's a useless trick for our today's world, but at one point,
I mean, who knows, ladies, guys, if you're listening to this, maybe you guys might want to invest into a home phone for personal reasons. Who knows? Who knows? Something around don't hurt.
Yeah. what they had too. Now you're getting me thinking and nostalgic about this, but what they did have back in the day as well. So say your folks had their phone number and whatever it was, and then people could call you and ask for you, and this is a drag. So the phone companies made this separate thing called a teen line, where your folks could get another number just for their teenagers, and it would like be all hooked up to the same like circuitry in the house though, but that specific number would only ring like in their bedroom. They would patch it in, so, and it was just called a teen line. And you could open up the phone book. You could open up the phone book in any city that you lived in and randomly go through there and see a teen line underneath whomever's name, like their folks' last name and whatever, and just randomly call it. And guess what? You would get a teenager that would answer the line, and you could just start talking. Just start kicking it with any random teenager in your town that you didn't know before social media.
Was it an actual teen line? Because what I used was the party line.
Okay, I think the party line came later. I know the party line.
The party line was full of fucking like older. I'm sorry, but
You're
older
fine.
people. I was like 15, and you know there was like 20-something years old, and I mean that was my own thing. I was getting myself in there, but then I didn't realize it was that serious.
No. I think the party line stemmed from that, but the teen line was legitimately that was all teens that were on there, and it was dope. So if you're just like 13, 14 years old, bored on a Saturday night, just start calling teen lines. Next thing you know, you're like.
You know, it's funny. I don't know because have you heard of AIM? Like
I don't know
people AOL AIM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I was like a wholesome teenager playing like Club Penguin and Toontown. It was like this Disney website. And then my husband now tells me he was like 13, 14 on AIM on LOL or AOL, asking girls like, what color are your panties?
Yeah, that's what you do.
And I was like, what? And then I was like, you know, actually I do remember I had this one online boyfriend who broke up with me when I was like 12, 13, and he was like, I'm breaking up with you because my new girlfriend, she was short. And I was like, we're short. I was devastated. I was like, oh my God, the new girl was short. I don't like.
Did you ever meet him in person?
No, never.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous.
It is, but you were like heartbroken over this.
I was heartbroken, and then my husband Chaz is like, what color are your panties? you know? And I'm like, wow, well, I guess, I don't know, did we use the same AOL? And I don't know.
That's great. That's fun. Like that was, that was the Wild West days of the internet, and that was fun stuff. Like I really, like, do people even do that anymore? Because I remember just going into like random like chat rooms.
Chat rooms?
Yeah.
Me too. I'd be like, hey guys, I'm sick from here. And they'd be like, what are you doing? You sound like a little girl. And I was like, no. Yeah. I'm like 15 when I was like 7. After 15 was gonna make me like.
All right. That's your
better.
Right, exactly. But in your mind, 15 was really old at that point.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good stuff. Well, yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's just like I don't know. Do you do? I guess maybe Omegle is kind of like that now. Maybe.
Oh my god, you should make a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Of that. That would be so iconic. I love that. I love camsurf.com. I mean, hey, you're gonna get what you might get here and there.
Yeah, I know, because I've gotten on some of those like late at night, and it's just like one dong pick after another, and it's just like
me too.
It's like
me
just
too, but I love just like trash talking, but I'm like,
I know. Like, I think I did after I had like too much to drink one night, and it was just like it was like 40 dicks in a row. And at that point I just started like screaming at the computer, like because it just wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on here?
So it's Omegle, and then I like camsurf.com. I think you can also pick like the category. But it's just so entertaining, like I mean now there's a lot of like young people, which I mean, it's a whole different breed out here, so.
I think you're right. I do.
I don't know. I'm like literally 26, but
And you're feeling it. You're like, what's going on?
I'm scared.
Yeah,
like, if I go on the internet, I'm like, I'm scared. Where is my mom?
It's true. It's true. It's got to constantly like up itself, So like wherever it like started, and it's got to just keep like progressing and one outdoing itself and becoming weirder.
I mean, do you have a Twitter at all?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have to say your Twitter, but I mean, if you have a personal Twitter,
yeah,
and if you start following random people, you end up with the craziest video. How did I get here?
How did Twitter become like porn though? Because I noticed that too. I'm like, I have like little nephews, and I don't want to like tell them everything. But I also wish that if I was like 12 years old, that somebody whispered in my ear and said, "Go to Twitter," because like Twitter is just.
I thought you were gonna save them.
No. I wish if I was 12, I wish some adult would whisper that to me, because Twitter is out of control. And it wasn't always like that.
That is so funny. Some people are probably canceling you right now, but some of us, including me, are rooting you on because I was on Tumblr.com, and my God, that was like everything everywhere. And
Tumblr is amazing.
I was like, wow.
Rip Tumblr, by the way.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I know, but who goes on there though?
Nobody really anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's dead. It's dead.
I know. I mean, my Hotmail account is still linked to it, which is also dead as fuck.
Oh God, so, I've got one too, but I don't even know if I'd be able to like log into it because it's been.
Oh, you did a free trial both time though.
I don't know. Like
I'll throw a new like card onto like
I think it's been
like a Stars Network trial, and I'm like, oh, my email's this.
I'm not joking. It's been 20 years since I logged into my Hotmail account.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you using it for?
Well, that was the first email like I got ever was Hotmail, and
wow.
and then I know I had like an AOL Hotmail or a email, and I think I had like a CompuServe and like a NetZero. And then finally one day I'm like, I'm gonna get with the times here. I'm getting a Yahoo Mail, and that's when I knew I hit the big time when I finally got my first Yahoo Mail address.
Cool. Okay. Well, what about, are you on the Gmail chain?
Well, yeah.
Or
Now,
so-
of course, I went over to the Gmail.
So funny. I thought after Hotmail too that, like, you know, having a Yahoo is like epic.
It felt like it. Yahoo, like at that time, was
Reach
like,
me at so at yahoo.com.
yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
No. Now I think I've got like 5 Gmail addresses, and that's about it.
I know. Jesus, I know.
It's like,
Tell me about it.
yeah, it's like I don't need this many,
But
but
yeah, we
I've got
still
them.
prep. I mean, I still have my Hotmail that I keep going back to. Like I'm loyal to it. I don't have shit going on there, but
Okay. Well, I've got my Yahoo too. It gets like 400 messages a day to it. Like I don't know what they are,
is
but
it promotions or
it's just all spam. It's just ridiculous stuff,
yeah.
you know. But I've got something linked to. I think I'm pretty sure my Facebook is still linked to my Yahoo. I think that's it. But you know, I made that account in like 2006 or something.
I have my Facebook linked to my Gmail, and then so if I open my Gmail, which is like actually I linked it to like my priority email. I don't freaking know why, but then I think I get a laugh to see that like, oh, it's so and so's birthday. Wish them a happy birthday, and then I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I should. Maybe
I don't know.
shouldn't.
You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of lost its magic over the years. Like I remember, like in 2007, 8, 9, like getting a happy birthday from somebody on Facebook was like really awesome. And now I get a happy birthday from somebody, and I'm pissed. I'm like, don't wish me a happy birthday on here.
Are you mad that you're still on Facebook, or?
Well, I have it. So I open the darn thing up, and I get tagged and stuff still every now and then. Like I don't want to be tagged. I don't want to be told happy birthday.
What makes you so mad about it, though?
Because
Is it your family on the?
No, because it's phony. Because it's like somebody I haven't spoken to in like.
Okay, because like you probably guessed like me that they get the notifications. I know, me too. I haven't spoken to people, and I'm like, fuck. Like right here, like.
It's like
should I say happy birthday? Should I not?
Just don't do it. Don't do it, because it's like I haven't seen this person since high school.
You guys heard it here.
Yeah.
So.
Don't do it. Don't ever do it. It's disingenuous. If you want to say happy birthday to somebody, you should have their phone number. Like you should actually know who they are, and then you can just send them a text.
Definitely. Well, for real, that is.
I think if you don't,
yeah.
If you don't have their phone number, then you don't really know them.
Real.
And yeah, it's that.
Real ass take. Real.
That's pretty hot stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty hot stuff right there. All right, so what do we got? It's 10:57. What do you think?
I mean, what's going on? When are you done with the?
Oh, I'm done. It's 10:58. I'm done.
Oh, you're done. I mean, today.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm out of here. And you know, we made the 3 hours. I don't know what this show really is, but it happened. There's going to be an archive of it.
I mean, hey, you tried it. You did your thing on both platforms. I think now you know.
All right. Let's
have an idea.
Let's expand. Let's expand next week and go bigger and check the results and keep doing it. So thank you so much for sticking with me. Coming to.
I'll be here next week.
I'll you're the best. Yeah, you too. Have a good night.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you. Okay, there you go. And it's that kind of stuff that gives me hope. It says, yeah, you can keep doing this show. Everything's good. And let's see, this guy, my good friend Nick, is saying stuff in the chat, talking about it was going to call in and commenting on the whole teen line and old school phone and like picking up over conversations. It's just a world that doesn't exist anymore. and it's okay. It's still in my memory, and I can tell dumb stories about it, I suppose, if anyone's interested in hearing them. Either way, this has been the Drive-By Night Show. It may not be what you saw at one point, but it's going to become what it's going to become in the future. And hang out, stick with me. We will continue to do this and have fun, and add a few platforms here and there, and just kind of generally see what happens. But I still have fun doing this, and I hope you still have fun watching this and listening to this. And thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. And good night. See you next week. First of all, Nick says I could say a quick hello, but you should end. I'm out of here, Nick, but I'll be here next Thursday. I appreciate you so much, and have a great night. Thanks so much. We'll do it. We're going to get on all of it. See you next Thursday. Maybe.